babe.
Oh, yeah. All right. Is everyone connected? Everybody should be focused here, yeah?
Real quick, last question. Cams, no cams?
Whatever you like.
I think no cams. I think that we can just show. Do you guys know how to do the Discord overlay? We can just have that up.
Yeah, that's what I have up.
Do you already have it linked? Could you copy and paste it in the chat?
Yeah, I can
if
do
that's
that.
not.
I can do that.
Thank you.
You go. Everywhere. There you go.
Is that the right link? I think the real link should be like a.
Here, I can grab it really fast.
Is that not it? That should be it. That's what I do.
Yeah, that I think when you do
you guys
it.
Do you guys want names or no names?
I see what you're saying. I can create the link.
I got it.
You got it? Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the kind of link that will work for everyone else.
Oh,
Great.
That's no names, and this is names, whichever you want to use.
I am smooth-brained. Sorry about that.
Is that a new race? You should have that as a race. Smooth brain.
I'm a smooth brain.
Minus
No
one to all
wrinkles.
stats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use.
If it's not D&D, I'm a smooth brain. If it's D&D, I'm a cubed brain. Oh man.
What in the world are these giant links?
They're for Discord overlays.
Discord overlay if you want to show who's talking.
Yeah.
Although actually, when we talk in game, we have like a little speech bubble appear over our avatar's face on map tool, so you don't really need it, I guess.
Well, the only difference is that you have to manually do it when you talk.
Oh, I saw on your one with Moon and Soda, like everyone seemed to be doing it. It was really easy for me to follow. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if
That's
you
not
bind your
automatic
push
though.
To talk,
Yeah.
If you bind your push to talk to the same key, that would work.
Yeah, that's clever.
Now that's the big brain right there.
Wow.
That's the
Wow.
that's the
Mike's out here playing
Crazy.
4D chess.
that's the
That's
gamer
why I
move.
was asking if I could change the key binds and map tools. I wanted to change my talk button,
Oh,
amongst other things.
I have no idea how to do that. Let's see if I can find that out for you.
Oh,
I want to make sure that this is like the prettiest way to show this map.
I am not 5head, so if anybody else knows how to do those things and then can teach me, that would be great.
I don't think you need to do them because you're not streaming, right?
Oh, true. Well,
Clearly.
don't you
not
have to make
5head.
the little speech bubble on the map tools? How do I?
I think
Oh,
Shroud.
that stuff we're gonna learn.
How did you just do the spoiler?
Did Hannah ever give me a character's
in
name?
between whatever you're trying to freaking.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, Shannon, if you
Yeah,
scroll
Hannah's
up to
in
where you
there.
put the server ID in, you want to put one of those characters that Shroud's put in front and at the end of it so that it makes it into a spoiler so people don't accidentally leak.
Hey.
That's the one.
Okay, so she's in here. Okay. Does anybody know her character's name? Because it's not written here.
Whose name?
Hannah's character's name. I'll just ask her when she gets in here. It's not a big deal. It's a quick little edit. Just a little edit.
See, okay. Now I want my UI to look like Arcadum's on his stream. That's what I want.
You want my fancy overlay stuff? Yeah, I can get that to you next time. Not a big deal.
Okay, great.
Like
Yeah, 'cause
Moon Moon uses a player specific one.
Oh, that's kind of dope, actually.
Yeah. So I'll
wait. If I can have, actually, as a matter of fact, can I just have like all of the specs for your overlays and everything? And
yeah,
then,
sure.
And then have
and then you
somebody
can have
build up-
something made for your
reskin it.
player itself. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, for your
That's
character.
dope.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hell yeah, baby! I'm trying to make it look all nice.
Do you see the runes above on the overlay?
I sure do.
As an added Easter egg, those actually mean something, and some people have figured out what they mean.
Oh, I'm already fluent in this archaic language.
Pretty good.
I'm just gonna keep it to myself, though. I won't tell anybody what it means.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Rude.
Isn't the
it's-
top right one celestial for send nudes?
Celestial for send nudes,
Feet
please.
pics.
Feet pics immediately.
Ah, but it's FEAT.
Send feet. Please give me feet so that I can perform.
Insert Leonardo DiCaprio dad joke laugh here.
The chair pointing Leonardo DiCaprio where he leans up and
Yeah.
he points at you.
No. The laugh where he's holding a pipe. From.
Oh,
Django.
yeah.
Isn't he holding
Yeah.
a chalice?
Whatever.
Goblet.
Chalice, pipe.
The heck, a pipe?
I'll be right back.
Like a plumber pipe?
No, like
Or-
a smoking
hobbit pipe.
pipe.
Oh, smoking. Oh.
Hey there, Hannah.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you tell me
Hi,
your character's
Hannah.
name, please?
Yes, it is Zeta.
Zeta.
Zada.
Pretty.
All right. You sound.
Fancy schmancy.
All right. And with the last traveler to arrive. Oh yeah. It's time. Alrighty. Are you in map tools yet?
I'm opening it right now.
Careful not to leak.
Yes.
Man. For the past week, I have been just slamming this out. God.
You're a legend. We appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, this might.
Yeah, I
this
know you
might have
haven't
been
been sleeping.
This might have been my fastest campaign I've done. Like, it's pretty crazy. I think I did it in 6 days.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. You're wild.
Man. Pogging into the. You guys hear my fan?
No.
No.
Nope.
All right.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't make this prettier right now, so we're just gonna have to deal. This is session 1.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
I like to call this session 0.5.
Yeah. The
We'll-
beta session.
We'll do
Yeah.
that. We'll do that.
This is a closed beta session.
Closed beta. Oh yeah. Closed beta. Your characters will be wiped at the end.
Oh my god.
That would be
no.
horrifying, right?
That's what everybody keeps joking about. Is this might end up being a one shot?
Well, they're being hyperbolic.
Yes, and we are positive thinking. That's
Yeah.
what we need.
Positive reinforcement. I too see your arrow.
I found it! I've pressed every single button trying to figure out how to speak again and point.
What are the buttons, by the way?
Okay, quick little. Oh wait, are you in here, Hannah? It looks like you disconnected. Oh, you
Yeah, I'm
you
coming back.
connected. You connected. No, okay.
She connected with her character name.
Wait,
Oh,
do
was
we
I
want
supposed to do that?
You don't have to do that because you're just going to impersonate them anyways. It's not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Should we keep it consistent? Are you guys all using it or no?
I'll use my character name.
I have my character name as well.
Then yes.
Oh wait.
Meanwhile, Shroud's out there not even capitalizing his gamer name. Oof.
How'd you get your cursor?
Okay,
Spacebar.
spacebar to make your arrow appear. Control space for your speech bubble. When you go over your character's tone, you're like blah 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 opinions blah 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 blah, and then shift space if you want to make fun of people in your thought head. There you go. There you go. And now this one, control shift space makes the big finger. Please use this very sparingly. As such power must be used very carefully. This used to crash me until my computer became too powerful.
Why did it crash you? It's just another image.
Because every time that you do this, it makes my map tools.
Wait, is that the finger from Monty Python?
Yes. Whenever time you use this, it makes my all of my map tools zoom into you. Like it changes my view.
Oh my goodness.
And that
okay.
used to cause so much like memory usage on my old computer that it would absolutely destroy it. I literally
Right.
I got a UFO computer just so I could run map tools.
You're out there with a 3090 SLI.
Yeah, I'm
running map
serious.
tools.
I'm serious though. I have so much RAM, so now I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay,
Oh.
so definitely use the finger point when you start saying anything that refers to a boss entering.
Yeah,
the
look
fight.
here,
Cool,
look here,
okay.
Arcadum, look here.
Yeah, so I can just crash all
Yeah.
your systems.
And then I-
Okay,
and then I
cool,
die.
got it.
If you roll a 1 in a really important moment, we all just spam finger until he crashes. Like, oh no, dude.
Oh no!
I don't know what he failed.
I
Oh,
rolled a 20.
the only way to win was not to play. Okay. Everybody in? We good?
No, mine's loading right now.
Still loading? That's fine. Okay, so loading these maps the first time, it's going to take a while because you're caching all the assets. However, once they're cached, then they're in there for good. So loading times from that point forward should be super quick. No worries.
What does it keep?
What does it keep what?
It keeps like when I leave the map idle for a while, it'll zoom it in and kind of like offset it.
Oh,
a
no,
little
that's
bit.
me. That's me doing that.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. I'll stop doing that. I'm doing that because every time somebody reconnects in, I do that to force them to this point in the map so they don't get lost.
Insane.
Yeah, one more time just to make sure I got him. Okay. Alrighty. Is that everybody? We good? Everybody connected?
I am
believe so.
connected.
Yeah, still no.
Yes, sir.
I know
I
you're.
think mine's like frozen or something. Hold on. It just says I'm on 37 out of 69.
It could take some time. The first
Okay.
time. Don't worry. I've got many tricks up my sleeve in case it gives you a problem. Give
Wait,
it.
I don't know anything about my character. We'll have to improvise.
Yeah, some are. I think she chose your spells and cantrips for you.
Yeah, they're just above your last message.
Oh yeah, you want to call your Midas, right? So firebolt, control flames, produce flame mending.
Yeah. And as time goes on, when you learn the game, you can just pick your own spells. But we just did that to get you started.
Sure.
I'll send you a link, Mike, for now that you can look at, so you can just read the tooltips for those. If that's going to be helpful.
I guess we'll see.
All right, let me see here.
I sent you the link there, and just above the list of spells is a little search function, so you can just type them in and get a feel for them.
All right, Hannah, is it still loading? Is it loading the next asset, or is it like frozen still?
No, it's still on the Fireport residential suburb.
Okay. All right. You know what? That's
Should I
okay.
just restart it?
Oh no, check this out. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you the map, and then you're gonna load it. You're gonna load it without connecting to me. Load it yourself. Then that'll cache that asset that won't transfer, and then you can join, and then it should be fine.
Cool.
I mean, it's super easy to do.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything could go terribly, and that would make me sad. But
Oh no.
so far, I've got a pretty good track record. So let's see here. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I gotta go find that. Because you're sharing the same map with another group, so I have to make sure it's the right version of it. Yeah, okay. Oh, nope, we want to copy that. All right, where are you? There you are. And,
All right, it crashed. That's probably why.
oh, feels bad. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so what you want to do is open map tools to grasslands, and then go to map, import that. And then it should load it, and then you can reconnect to me, and then it should be fine.
Yeah, it's all loading right now. I think we're getting in.
It's good? You good?
Almost.
Awesome. It's always a little slow at first, I know. We'll get there, though. So who just woke up?
Me.
Me, kinda.
We appreciate the EU-friendly time zones.
I'm in.
Good stuff.
Poggers.
I'm pogging into the infinite. There you go. You should see my arrow now.
I do.
Okay. Is that everybody? Is everybody loaded in?
Yes.
I am in.
Anyone not loaded in? Okay. Here we go. I've got some mood music for you. Oh my goodness. There you go, friends.
Ooh,
You know,
is it playing?
If you put a rhythm bot in here, so they played the music,
Yeah.
and then everyone was in the same music at the same time.
That would be sick.
Whoa.
Dang.
Yeah, people keep telling me I should do that. I should do that. I don't know why I haven't, to be honest. Probably
That'd be
because
really-
I'm dumb.
It'd be really cool for production if you could layer it as well. So, like, let's say Shroud does a firebolt and something's on fire. You could just click a button and there's just like the crackling of flames on top of.
Well,
the
I
layer.
have a
We
program for
need
that.
an assistant.
I have a
So
program
good,
for that.
dude.
Anyway. Here we go.
Michael Bay.
Here we go. So, hello. I'm Arcadum. For those who don't know me, I am the Dungeonmaster for this group, and welcome to the Herald's Call. Shortly, we will go through introducing each character and their player. But for now, allow me to set the mood. It has been several years, an entire generation, in fact, since the last of the Great Reckoning. And over time, the continent of Calcatesh has begun to heal its wounds. Unfortunately, as with most things, this brief respite has been interrupted. For within the last few years, a strange celestial body has appeared in the night sky, and now even in the brazen light of day. A violet point, a terrible light. The Herald approaches. At first, a whispered rumor, and now an errant concern. Each day, the people of Calcatesh awaken and keep a wary eye over their shoulder at what approaches in the sky. Throughout Calcatesh, there are many that would call themselves heroes, that rise up and have taken their place in the great design of the spinning of the wheel. However, our story begins in the port city of Fireport in southern Ord, at the western gate that has just opened, as new shadows darken the road. Let's see who's first.
Oh, don't be me. The music is beautiful.
It is
Gorgeous.
isn't it?
Yeah, I love it.
Really nice.
And so, the first shadow manifests into being. The warm light shines down on the ordained countryside. The gates open before you. Shannon, please introduce yourself and your character, and then I will explain why you're here.
Oh man, pressure's on. Hello, friends. I am Arian. You can call me Ari for short. I'm a rogue that comes from the Badlands, and I happen to be here to answer a call. But with me, I'm not alone. There are voices in my head that plague me daily. They're not all that bad, though. You can call them my companions on the road.
As it just so happens, your journey is because of a call sent out by a mysterious individual calling himself the Ember Lord, requesting those that are brave of heart, stout of body, and sharp of mind to take a test, a simple test, it is said, in which great riches and glorious purpose will be bestowed. You may have your own reasons for answering such a call, but answering of the call, you have. And as you walk through the western gate, you enter the city of Fireport. Bustling with the throngs and throes of daily life, you walk unseen nearly in the crowds. However, there is a distinct feeling of foreboding, as every once in a while, the people around you will look up towards the sky, And even now, in the brazen light of the sun, you too can see the twinkling violet light of the Herald. Your call is simple. The parchment said to meet at the nearby tavern, a place known as the Golden Sun.
Right. Do I start moving my own character, or should I leave that to you?
Yeah, you could do it. You could just, look at you go. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so cool.
How'd you do that?
She's driving. All right, when you get to
Careful,
about
we
here,
don't know who's behind the wheel.
when you get to about here, you can see that there is a light lamp post, and underneath it there is a sign that says, "The Golden Sun to the east."
Brilliant. I continue on. And do I see anybody?
You do, but they're not important enough for tokens because I have to save on space. But there are people walking past you.
They're not important.
No, normies.
I can't fill it up with that many tokens. You'd never load it. It'd take forever.
I look around here. Is this closer to where the tavern is?
Indeed, because right here in front of you, a large building towers above the rest. And there is a sign that says, "The Golden Sun."
Brilliant. Well, I think before I enter, I just kind of peer from side to side underneath my black hood. And then I enter.
All right. Oh boy. Do-do-do-do-do. And now we get to load another map. Wow.
Wait, it loads a map? Oh, shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have interiors for all these buildings, sir.
Oh, there's a map with the maps with the maps, baby.
You're not ready for what I'm bringing to the table. All right, here we go. Let me double check this. Yeah, okay, that looks right. All right, good. You guys should be loading a new map now.
Yes.
Let me know when you're loaded, and then you can actually walk inside.
Okay, I'll let you know.
So is this the same as the other map, but now where you have some interiors?
This is the interiors of that map is put on a separate map, so that way you don't have to load all those assets. I've tried to slim it down to make it easier for people to load because the Map Tools program is not it's held together with a lot of love and belief. It's not a super great
tape.
program.
It's almost done.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right.
The place is huge.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the
Wow.
show.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
This is what I do.
No wonder you didn't see it the other day. This is mad.
So cool.
All right. I have some shifting mood ambience for you. Yes, a rhythm bot would be good. I don't have one. I'm sorry. Click on this.
Okay. Brilliant.
Alrighty. Arian, go ahead. The map is yours.
All right. Where's my character? I'm struggling to see me.
Oh.
This is huge.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my
Let-
goodness.
Let me help you. There you go.
Oh, that's cool. You can move it.
I've blinked into existence. Fair enough. As I enter the doorway, I lurk in this little corridor for a second, and I take a moment to gaze around the tavern. What do I see?
All right, as you take a moment, take a look, you can see that the tavern is bustling. This is a very popular place. The distant dim of calling orders and laughing faces and clinking of drinks follows the cacophony of the random arguments and the performers on the stage to the southern end of the bar. However, a friendly face calls out to you.
Oh, I have a friend.
All right, you see that guy?
Where? Oh, lovely.
Yep. Oi there, lass! What you doing in the doorway, huh? Come on over here!
I smirk and I walk up.
A stoutly dwarf sits behind the counter. He's currently polishing some mugs, and he looks like he's ready to work. Hi there, Barney Big Mouth's my name. What brings you to the Golden Sun, eh?
Oh, just answering a letter.
Ah,
Looking for someone.
I think I know. So you're not the first of you types to come through there. I gave you the old conference room over there to the western side of the bar. It's right over there. Can't miss it.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh, before you go, hey. On the house, huh? And he pours you a golden flagon of ale.
I'll get the hang of these buttons. Oh my god.
It's alright. It's hard to get used to. Just control space. Press B to jump.
Thank you so much. And Ari grabs the tankard and then continues on.
All right. As you kind of walk through here, you can see that there's all sorts of people sitting around. But here you can see, in use, is a little parchment sign that hangs over this conference room.
So again, she takes a moment to look from side to side and then takes a peek into the room before entering. What does she see?
As you take a peek in the room, you can see that there are, in fact, 2 individuals that are already seated. You see these 2 women. One has a scowl on her face and many scars depicting her a veteran warrior. The other one appears to be a serene-looking mage who doesn't seem to pay much mind to the one sitting next to her.
So I step in, and before I sit down, I say, "Is this seat taken?"
It's not taken.
Is this
Go
taken?
ahead, take it. See, I told you there's going to be another one. I'm just saying, this is real fucking sus, eh? Hi, what's your name?
I am Aryan, but you can call me Ari for short. And you?
Name's Annalise Corver, and this one here is fucking silent. That is not my name. Yeah, you're quiet as fuck. Watori.
Watori, that's beautiful. Where do you come from?
KO. Fucking KO, and yeah, that makes sense.
Anywhere's better than the Badlands.
Right. Annalise will lean back in her chair and looks like she's ready to just get up and leave, but she doesn't. And thus, in the fine company of these 2 strangers, you sit and wait, for whoever called you has yet to arrive. And now we return to the road, for a new shadow darkens the gate. Hell yeah. All right. Alrighty, let's see who's next. Shall we? Oh, here we go. Alright. The next shadow manifests into yet another brave soul that would answer the Herald's call. Jordan, please introduce yourself and your character. And then I'll tell you why you're here.
Hail. What's up? My name's Riku. Riku Vermana. I'm from Majital. I'm pretty good at spells, and I like to get in and take care of business when I need to, but all in the good name of fun. It's a beautiful place.
It's awesome. Indeed, it is a beautiful place. And you are here to answer the same call as previously described for the other soul that walks the road. Upon entering, you notice that the standard hustle and bustle of the city is pretty commonplace, especially from someone who's come from Majital. For while there is not a lot of cities in Majital, they are all packed close in, as water is scarce. Here, you can see the signpost that says the Golden Sun, leaning towards the east.
Riku smirks, keeps on walking. The Golden Sun, huh? Wonder if they've got drinks.
As you walk along, you start to notice something. right here. You notice that there are a few old bones sort of crushed down beneath the fresh sod. They're peculiar to you because you sense them, just ever so delicately, radiating with magic.
Feels arcanic.
Okay.
At least it smells like that.
Would you like to investigate?
I'd love to take a little peek.
First roll time. Click on your token, and go and give me a Arcana check, which is a skill check.
Fail, dude. Don't be that mage.
Set us off strong.
So I clicked it. I clicked my token.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you have the selected window up? Do you have that up?
No.
Okay, so this is for everybody. I think we might have forgotten to go over this. Go up to the top left-hand corner, go to Window, go down to where it says Selected, and click that, and then put that window somewhere comfortable, because that's going to be your macros.
Oh, you can pop out too.
Yeah, you can pop them out.
nice.
Yeah, you can rearrange the whole thing however you want.
Great.
Window and pop out. Oh, I already have it popped out.
Yeah. You might already have it up. And then you click on your token, and then that window is where your macros should appear.
Great. And I'm doing a
Skill check. Yep.
Is that right?
Skill check. And then the drop down bar, and then you just choose Arcana.
Oh, It says only Riku's
Ah,
owners can
hold on. Let me
impersonate.
give you ownership. You don't have ownership for some reason.
Praise.
That happens
Your
sometimes.
character, dude.
Also, do we need the initiative window for anything?
Yes, you will need that eventually.
Okay.
Okay, try again.
Do I have an advantage?
You do not.
Hey, starts us off strong.
All right, let me explain this roll to you. So the 21 is your total. That includes your modifier. And the 18 in the parentheses is what you rolled on the die. So that's what the
Great.
formula explains. With the 21 Arcana, you notice that these bones are magical because they are enchanted to ward off evil spirits. A very simple enchantment, not very effective. But whoever put them here obviously believed that there was a reason for their need. Curiously enough, it seems that they are specifically geared to ward away witchcraft.
Do I have a satchel of some sort?
Yeah, you've got a backpack.
All right. I'm feeling like it's okay to maybe hold on to this, specifically seeing that I know what's going on. I'm gonna cast a little cantrip. I'm gonna do a little mage hand and pick it up safely and use that hand to throw it in my satchel.
You got it. Using a mage's hand, you grab at the bones and flick them into your bag, and no one seems to be the wiser.
And I'll just keep on strolling.
All right. Eventually, your journey leads you towards the golden sun.
Riku picks it up a little bit, excited to get in and get some drinks. He'll leap up the first set of stairs and run in.
Heck yeah. And so you enter. Go ahead. Oh, greetings and salutations to you, stranger. Barney Big Mouth at your service.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. Business is booming after all. Could use an assistant, probably. Pretty tired at night. But anyway, that's enough about me. What's your name, stranger?
Wait, how do I do the thing again?
Control space.
Hey, what's up, dude? My name's Riku. Yeah, I just kind of happened upon this place. To be frank, I'm a little hungry and a little thirsty. Can you help me out with that?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. I can help you out with that. What would be your order?
I'll do a nice rye Manhattan on the rocks.
Oh, you got it. Let's see
Thank you
here.
very much.
Grab that over here.
Do you have a QR scanner maybe for the menu?
All right, now come over here and they'll give you a... What do I actually have? An elven slap.
Very nice.
There you go. That'll slap the elf right out of you.
Appreciate it. Riku will throw the thing back completely unaffected.
He will nod in
I'll say,
approval. He'll stroke his beard in appreciation. So what brings you to the Golden Sun, friend?
Adventure!
Adventure, you say? Well, if you're one searching for adventure, could you perhaps be the one answering this call?
Sorry, say that again. My AirPods were too high.
To answer the call.
Oh, yes, the call. What's the call?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was making presumptions there. Most of these new folk be coming through here, answering this fancy fella's call. I set aside the conference room over here.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be answering the call for sure. Let me just stroll over here and see what's going on.
All right, then.
Thanks for the drink.
What a nice fellow. Okay.
Riku will kind of saunter in, smirk over at the two ladies that he sees over here.
All right.
And says, what's going on in here?
Join us.
Wonder if they'll buy my next drink. Yeah, for sure. Let's go. Is this seat taken?
It's free.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna step on over here. It's kind of odd. No need for this lovely lady to crane her neck. What's up, guys? I'm Riku. Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Pretty boy. I ain't interested.
Okay.
If you're here for a
I
reason
did.
to answer this fucking call, then sit down and shut up, please. So rude. Rotori Faye, at your service.
Pretty feisty. And what's your name?
Hold on, let me turn you around so you can actually look at him. There you go.
I'm Ari.
Nice to meet
Where
you,
did
Ari.
you travel in from?
I'm from Majatal. You ever been?
I think so, at some point.
Pretty rad. Pretty rad.
Pretty
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I don't really know how I ended up there, but I did grow up there, and been able to get out from time to time. Obviously, I'm sitting here with you.
I'm just curious how many more of us are gonna be.
Indeed. And as the awkward small talk continues, on the western gate, another shadow darkens the road. All right, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Your character is
This
funny,
feels like
dude.
class when
he's
you're
just-
waiting for the teacher to call on you.
Oh, here we go.
Jordan, your character is what my chat likes to describe as an OC surf bro.
Well, that's the thing. He did grow up on the bay, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
just gnarly waves, man.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
I'm not like those pirates, dude. All right, here we go. And the next shadow manifests. Zachriel, introduce yourself and your character, please.
Hello. So, my name is Arcadum. I am a paladin from the Rift. I go by the name Sunspear due to the weapon I carry. My father before me was a paladin of glory, who often wield two-hand swords. However, as a child, I grew proficiency in long polearms or spears, and when he finally fell, his weapon was shattered, and I took the remnants of his weapon and had a blacksmith forge it into a spear. So I am now a paladin of glory.
Indeed, and thus so, you have been called by your very order to arrive at the Golden Sun, where someone is said to meet you. This order came directly from the High Priest. So it is with a very serious and intense purpose that you walk down the road. The letter in your hand, and your holy symbol dangling in front of you. As you are in the country of Ord, your kind is venerated. This is the seat of power for the entirety of the church is this country. Now, you're not in the capital. You're in Fireport, which leans more towards other gods. But you are still a respected member of society here. And as you pass by, people look upon you with kindly faces, some even waving to you, shaking your hand, and are thankful for your presence. For the constant state of fear hangs over the city like a miasma, for they all look to the sky in fear and foreboding.
awesome. Okay.
The map is yours. Do as you wish.
Could he, if he wanted to, just not go to where he's supposed to go?
Yeah, and I'm ready for that just in case.
Okay.
But generally, people have a reason why they're there. So
True.
As I approach this area, do I notice the recently disturbed dirt?
you do. Looks like a dog dug up some bones. Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm thinking as a paladin, I have kind of detect magic, divine sense, and so on. So I don't know whether I'd pick up a remnants of something magic being a paladin.
Unless I randomly tell you because it might be strong enough to sense, you actually have to activate that stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Riku's from Majatal, so he can just do that at will. It's kind of like a constant thing for them.
Okay.
Alrighty. And thus you enter the Golden Sun. Bloop. Yeah. There you go. All right. As you enter the tavern, Barney will look over and then suddenly start to panic a little bit. He'll straighten his apron out and adjust his beard. Greetings, Your Holiness. Welcome to the Golden Sun. How can I help you?
Well met. Don't worry yourself too much. This isn't an inspection or anything. I was wondering if I could get a drink.
Of course, my lord. And he'll start making you a quick drink. He'll suddenly realize what he's pouring a drink for, and he'll scrape off the froth. He takes a lot of more effort with it, and then hand it out. On the house, of course, Your Holyship.
I'm here answering a call for. Would I say my church or my religion? I don't know. I'm not really sure what the terminology would be.
Church is fine.
Okay, so I'm here on church business. I don't suppose you might know where the rest of the order are.
Oh, well, my lord, I don't know anything about the order being here, but could it be that you're here to answer this call that's been going out? Some strange folk have been coming through. The conference room over there is being used for it.
That sounds about right. Thank you.
All right, then.
I grab the drink and I head off.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. Also, good job on using the /me over there. I see you guys. Look at you. Yeah. Keep it up. And this door here has a piece of parchment that says in use.
Okay.
All right, as you enter, Analis will suddenly straighten up and kind of hold up her hand trying to block her face. You know, the whole shun thing. Just kind of looking the other way a little bit. Watori will raise an eyebrow, but will say nothing. Go ahead.
Do you mind if I take a seat?
Feel free.
All right.
Riku will lean back in his chair and peer over at the new figure. What's up, dude?
Hello, my name is Arcadum. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Arcadum. Yeah, I'm Riku. Nice to meet you from Majatal. I'll just leave it at this right now. I'm a sorcerer. That's pretty much all you need to know. You know what I mean? Tries to get a chuckle out of him.
Very
Well
good.
met.
And you?
Well, my name is Arian, but you can just call me Ari. I actually, I could have told that you were coming from a mile away with your chainmail clinking. Always
Yeah.
good to have a paladin around.
I'm not the stealthiest of people, but I can get in the way.
Riku will sense some charge, maybe some sexual energy between the two. I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna leave them alone.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
Started it off early.
And then I look over at the two people on the opposite side and look at Watori and say, well met.
Greetings, Paladin.
What should I refer to you as?
Watori is fine. And this socially awkward butterfly is Analis. Oh, yeah, hey, how's it going? Yeah, all right, yeah. She does not look at you.
I'm thinking to myself, I've noted that she seemed to be disgusted or disgraced at me walking in, but at this point I'm not going to address it.
All right, then. And thus, as that awkward silence kind of hangs over everything, we return to the western gate. Oh, man.
Well met.
All right, here we go. Who's next? All right. Okay, and to be clear, Shroud and Hannah's art is temporary, so just something to fill it in.
I don't even know my character's story, so this will be fun.
And boop.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
All right, Hannah, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hello, I am Zeta, and I am a cleric. Despite being extremely clumsy, I'm known to be very lucky. I'm a lost soul looking for my family who is lost.
All right, and as such, oh, let me set you right.
She falls to her face.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Trips over a rock.
But anyway, as you've traveled long and far in search of your family, but no search can be done without the proper resources. And hoping to find such, you have answered this call that has gone out. You arrive at the western gate with only the clue that you must meet at the Golden Sun.
All right.
Are you wearing your holy vestments outward, or are you keeping them under wraps?
They're under wraps right now.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I just gotta chill, you know?
Yeah, just chilling. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. How do I move?
There you go. Whoa!
Big steps. Big stride.
She's
I just want to
sprinting.
get there. I just
She's
really want to get there right now.
Sprinting to the tavern.
I'm so thirsty. I haven't drank anything all day.
All right. Zeta starts cobblestone drifting around these corners. And then you arrive at the tavern's entrance, the Golden
Knock,
Sun.
knock.
She knocks before entering. Wow, so polite.
So polite.
Thank you.
I fucking love D&D. All right. And boom. Go ahead. You're right. Okay.
Hello?
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hey.
You're in a hurry.
Yeah, I got somewhere to be.
All right then.
Yeah, do you know anything about a call? I've been getting this call and I don't know where to go.
Wow, what serendipity! As it just so happens, several others have just arrived. They're using the conference over there.
Over there.
Aye.
To over there? Okay.
Yeah,
She
over there.
points, She points to her right. Okay.
Yeah, over
I
there.
will head over. Thank you.
All right. What a nice lady. Okay.
All right, she walks in the room.
Guns in, the door opens.
Big steps. Hello, everybody. I'm
These must
Zeta.
have been the steps.
Are you guys here for the
I'm
thing?
Zeta.
Yeah, we're here for the thing. Why don't you come take a seat?
All right. Thanks.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cow. Where
Cow?
are you from?
KO.
Ko?
Oh, I was thinking like the one that goes moo.
You know, we say it differently. Different groups, you know. But yeah. Where are you from?
Interesting.
Understood.
Vittori, aren't you also from Kale?
Yes. I am.
Wonder why this one won't talk to me.
Kind of looks down.
Excuse me.
Ship or jungle? She asked Zeta.
Asked her what?
Ship or jungle?
Jungle.
Ah, one of the tribes. Well met then.
Nice to meet you all.
Analysis is still not talking
you?
to anyone, just not looking at the paladin.
What are we?
Yes.
Would you do me a favor and move down one seat?
Sure. Oh, here it comes.
I make an effort to heavily step within my armor to kind of resonate within the room.
Right.
And I take an extra time taking the step behind. How do you pronounce the name again? I'm gonna be honest, it starts with the word anal.
It's Analysis.
And then I just sit down between them without saying a word.
She starts visibly like sweating. She starts dabbing at her forehead.
Because I noticed before that she had some kind of reaction to me, so I'm kind of testing it.
Well, all right. And while these power Chad moves are happening, further out at the western gate, something else is happening. All right, let's see who it's gonna be. I got a coin.
Did you call her anal? What,
Analysis.
Oh.
I didn't understand what.
I thought it was analysis,
Oh,
It is Analysis. It is Analysis.
analyst.
but it's really analyst. Let's be honest.
Analyst.
Man, Horny Jail's gonna have fun times with that one.
All right. All right. Making jokes, huh? Well, now it's your turn. Shroud, introduce yourself and your character.
Ew, that's what I look like.
Holy crap!
What the hell? That's
Just-
not how I
Oh my
imagined
God.
myself at all.
Just for now, you're a fire ganassi. I use donated art. It's fine. You don't have
I
horns.
had 9 health. I'm pathetic. Jesus.
Get more
Okay.
help.
Glass cannon.
So, I don't know my story too well, but my name's Midas. I'm from Magital as well, I think.
Merchant of Magic.
Yeah, Merchant of Magic, Magital. I don't know. I like to travel and make money. So, there we go.
All right, and a perfect reason to be called and to make such money because wealth was one of the things offered by this Ember Lord. So,
Okay.
having light pockets and nothing else really to do, perhaps it's time to go make some real money. And thus you have arrived in the city of Fireport, with the only clue, the Golden Sun.
Okay, so I only know where to go based off the Golden Sun.
Yep,
Okay.
you know it's a place.
Okay, but my character looks up in the sky and is the sun out right now?
It is.
Okay. In which direction is the sun pointing?
It's noon right now, so it's directly overhead.
So would that be this way?
No, I'm like directly overhead, like right above you.
Damn. I was really hoping it'd be in another direction. Do do do. Do do do. Just walking. I don't know where I'm going.
And here you see that there is a sign underneath this lamp that says the Golden Sun, and it points to the east.
Okay, so I'm looking at it. East. East. I know that.
As you walk along following the road, some people turn their heads to look at you, because even though this isn't what you actually look like, Ganassi have many different features of the elements about them. You could actually have flaming hair or bright irradiant pupils and things like that. So you're certainly turning a few heads, for your kind is a bit rare up here.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a plan for my character, but I figured once it's all said and done, I'll explain it, and then maybe someone will make it. Like this way?
This way.
That way?
Yeah.
There's a lot of roads. Okay.
All right. and you see the golden
do
sun.
that?
The finger is Control Shift Space. It's okay. It's okay. I'm immune to it
God.
now. I'm too powerful. All right. And thus you enter the tavern. Oi there, lad! Come on in! Oh, are you a good Nazi? Oh, I've heard so much about your kind.
Just nod.
All right then. What brings you to the Golden Sun, sir?
I'm assuming I have a backpack, so I go into my backpack and I take out the parchment, the piece of paper that took me here, and I lay it on the table.
I'll take a look at it. Oh, right. You're another one of them people that we cleared in that car. Man, there's a lot of you now. Yeah, go on to the conference there. To the west, right over there. He points it out to you over here.
Thank you. It's so weird, the bubbles. I'm trying to, like, talk and...
Yeah, I had to go on open mic because it's way too hard to try to push all these buttons.
I was like holding control and space, and I was just like, what's my push to talk key? This way? Nope, this way. Yep.
In
That's the
use.
one.
That's what the parchment here
Yeah.
says.
Is the door open?
Yep.
Okay. Walk in. First thing I do is go straight into a corner.
Riku will turn around and just blurt out, Majital! Right?
Yep.
You can tell by the tan. What's up? I'm Riku.
Not much. And then I just
Ignore it.
lean against the wall.
Yeah, lean
I
against
just
the wall.
lean against the wall.
Yeah, look at how
I'm just
cool he
chilling.
is. Look at how cool he is.
Edgelord.
Lean boys.
Riku will think to himself, oh, another Midland Chad. These Majital dicks. Hey, you got a name? Riku will stand up and saunter over, lean against the cabinet.
We're leaning.
You got a name?
Me?
No. The other guy standing with us.
Not important.
Oh, dude, you're important. Everyone's important. My guy, we're both from Majital. We gotta, you know what I mean? Like, this is it. Cast of characters in here. You're gonna meet a paladin in a second. He's a whole thing. You're gonna love it. Let's just, just get to know each other real quick.
In time.
All right. Riku will kind of saunter over and out, back up to the barkeep and have a quiet conversation.
Oh, hello
Just
there.
one.
Let's have a conversation that's innocuous while the other person, the last one who's been waiting, is introduced. Wow. All right, hold on. Let's do
He just wanted a beverage.
I just going over for a drink.
Yeah,
I'm setting the scene.
I'm just messing with you. All right. And then the final traveler to appear upon the road. All right. Alexia, please introduce yourself and your character. Wow, look at that.
Hello, I am Alexia, otherwise known as Azealia. I began my journey in the heart of Dabarak, and I was in the midst of becoming a soldier, but I saw some evil inner evils inside my ranks, and so I decided to start a journey north. And after weeks of hiding, I stumbled upon a small pacifist tribe on the water borders, and I was intrigued by this tribe because of just the sheer energy around it. The tribe welcomed me as a refugee and began to teach me of Kahili, the goddess of the sea, and now I follow her. So I walk with an electrifying feel. How do I drag my character?
Really cool. And as such, through your travels, you are now here to approach the Golden Sun to answer the same call that all the others have.
Before I make my way into the tavern, I'm wondering where the stables may be so I can meet my animal companion.
Well, as it just so happens, you have yet to meet them.
Okay, well then in I go.
All in good time. Okay. And thus, Azealia enters the Golden Sun. Marchital, huh? That's a nice place. A little too hot for my beard. Oh, hello there, miss.
Hello. I'm wondering where everybody could. Oh, my shift bubble. I'm wondering where everybody is gathering.
Oh, let me guess, you're answering that call, huh?
Yep, I got a call.
Well, this fine gentleman here can show you. He's another one of the called.
What? Wait.
You?
What's up? I'm Riku. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello. Azealia.
Pleasure. Yeah, we got a whole room full of some characters in
Okay.
here.
I'll just
why don't you?
I'll follow you there then.
Sounds great. Do you want to grab a drink real quick before we head in?
Yes, please.
Go for it.
I'd like a pint, please.
Oh, of course, yes. Pours you a quick one. Kind of going it over to you. There you are.
And I'd also like to test my rolls and roll an initiative to see if I can chug this.
Oh, there's no need to roll initiative, but you can go ahead and give
Oh.
me a Constitution saving throw to see if you can
Oh,
handle a
yes.
slam like that.
A Constitution saving throw. Oh, I'm not an owner yet. I'm not an owner of myself.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me give you that.
Okay.
Actually, I think we all need to be made owners of ourselves, right?
Oh, I made here. Let me just make sure everybody's got the. Sometimes it does this. Okay, you're good. You're good. You're not good. Let me fix you. One moment, please. Okay, no, not that one. Arcadum. Okay, he's good. All right, we're good.
Excuse me, where's the bathroom?
Oh, right. Give me a second. Let's see. Where is the bathroom? I know it's in here, but I gotta remember where it is. It is.
I love that you actually designed bathrooms.
It's
Here it is.
southeast.
There it is.
and
Over
southwest,
here.
anyway.
How do you know
Yeah, I'll
that?
be on my way.
All right, hold on. As you walk to the south, there's some individuals that you see as you walk on your way to the bathroom. Oh,
Ooh.
or you zoomed past them. Okay,
Okay, yeah. I see them, I see them.
you see these people.
Oh, hello. Hi. You look cool.
All right, as you walk up to this guy, you will see a very fanciful-looking lad who is currently building a kite. As you zoom past him at maximum speed, you can see that there is a lady kind of playing with what appears to be a small, furry creature.
Cute. What do you got there? I like your creature.
This one's name's Tams. Hello.
Hi, Tams. You're so soft. Do you mind if I'm petting your...
Oh, go ahead.
dog?
No, it's fine. Hey, likes to
Okay,
be
thank
pet.
you.
Yeah.
Very cute.
My name's Moxie. What's yours?
Hi, I'm Zeta.
Oh, wow. So nice. You can pet Tam all you want.
Hi, Tam. So, how many of these do you have?
Oh, I've got a whole litter of them, I do. The other ones had to stay at home. Barney doesn't like me bringing in more than one.
Who's Barney?
The proprietor. The dwarf at the front?
Oh, you know it? Okay, yeah. All right, well, if you ever are giving up one, you know, I would love to take one from you.
All right, I'll consider it.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you.
You as well.
All right, I'm on the way to the bathroom.
All right, go ahead. Boom, look at that. Bathroom. Wow, look at that.
Everyone look away.
Yeah, okay, I'm...
Look away, boys.
cameras off, cameras off, cameras off.
I don't know. Did she ever meet Barney's name? I couldn't remember.
He introduced himself.
Oh, no. I have a bad memory. Listen.
No, it's okay. I just look at the ground. I can't. Barney gives a drink to Azealia.
All right.
All right,
I rolled
that's a strength save, but that'll work. You toss that back.
Oh.
Slam. My word, girl! You handled that.
Another one, please, so I can have one to drink while we're
He'll
waiting.
pour another one for you, and then he'll give you a wink. One of the Ocean Mother's own always gets a free drink from Barney.
Thank you very much, and I'll be on my way.
All right, you set?
I'm ready to go.
Real quick. Let me talk to you for a hot second.
Okay.
So a lot of us in here got this call, right? It's a whole thing. I imagine there's some sort of adventure we're about to go on, which is really great. There's a paladin in there. And he's a whole, you should have seen it, clonking all over the place, just trying to, you
really?
know, yeah, he's doing the
Things
thing.
he's hot shit.
He's doing one of those things, and I'm from Majatal, by the way. I'm down more south, like by the bay. Spend a lot of time at the ocean. You know, there's another Majatal guy in here, but he's like one of those, we call them inland shads. He's definitely like a sorcerer, but I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up.
Thank you.
We have another traveler, guys.
Hello. Who might you all be?
I'm still recovering from inland Chad.
All right, I'll introduce myself first. I am Azealia.
Well met, Azealia. I'm Ari.
Hi, I'm Zeta.
Hello. How's it going? And all this is sweating profusely and is trying not to look at this guy.
Analysis, there seems to be something wrong.
Oh, it's nothing.
Didn't even.
Are you feeling well, Analysis?
I'm a bit, Oh, it's really hot in here.
Is there any... Am I just being a D&D noob and she's some obvious enemy of a paladin or anything, or am I missing something?
Well, she looks like she's just nervous that you're there, which, since you're a paladin, there's only a few reasons why they'd be nervous. A, it might be because you're handsome, or B,
let's go with A.
You're a paladin, and she's probably done something wrong.
Okay.
You're essentially the holy police, so you know.
Okay. I don't know how within my duties as a paladin it would be. Am I allowed or meant to or be expected to intervene in like normal crime? Like if I see someone steal a goblet, is that paladin business or is it more?
That's more guard business,
evil,
but that's also your business as well. I mean, you uphold truth, justice, and all that good stuff. So somebody who's lying or stealing would be something you'd have a problem with. Especially here in Ord, you actually have legal authority as well. So you are essentially someone who could arrest somebody, and if you really wanted to take it far, you could even enact an inquisitorial plea, which can let you do a bunch of like really kind of more possibly not so nice stuff.
Things.
Yeah, extreme things. But how far you want to take that or how much you want to use that is completely up to you. You're just a paladin.
Generally speaking, as we were in this area, I have a similar authority to a guard. Like a guard would look to me as a relatively equal. They wouldn't expect me to be evil.
At least
and
legality-wise, yeah, definitely.
If I said go and get help, they would listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Which is why she's nervous, because who knows? Maybe she didn't do anything wrong at all, but you know, maybe she did.
Okay.
But such inner monologues would have to wait, for finally, the door to the conference room opens, and someone with authority walks in. A middle-aged man, human, walks in. He seems to have slightly orcish features, wearing a full set of plate mail covered with the symbols of glory. Will enter. Greetings. It seems that you're all gathered.
Can I ascertain if he's a
Ready and willing.
paladin?
He is most certainly a paladin.
Wearing plate armor with the same god as me.
Yep, and his chevrons mark him as several ranks, it would seem. However, make me a perception check.
Okay.
All of us?
Yes, everyone. But
Gotcha.
specifically, hold on, learning names. Archael will get
Archael.
advantage. Archael will get advantage to this.
What's the perception check for?
Is sick.
Well, the perception check could be for whatever I need it to be. Sometimes I'll ask for checks, which you won't know why I'm having you do them, but it's for information that your character has to make a check to see if they know. Like noticing a trap, or if someone's lying and stuff like that.
So in this case, we don't actually know what we're rolling it for.
Yeah.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one. I thought choosing wisdom would then offer another option to do it.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
It's just under skills.
Yep, got it.
And boom, your eyes see everything. Your microscopic eyes zoom in to his pores, and you see everything.
My microscopic eyes?
Azealia activates her infrared vision and reads his heat signatures with her eyes. People are just popping off on these perception checks right now.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay, go ahead and click on your
No,
token. And now, do you have the selected window open?
Yeah.
Okay, go down to where it says skill check under basic. Click that button, and then there'll be a drop-down box that you can select, and then you use that to select perception, and then you hit OK, and you don't have advantage. And there you go. Midas rolls a 19 and activates his lesser infrared vision. Everybody is just... Man, everybody's huge eyes. Doesn't miss a thing. All right. This is what you're able to determine. This paladin wears the holy symbols of glory all throughout his armor. But you notice that there are markings etching them out, which is alarming. Anyway, he will stand before you and say, "Good, you have all gathered. We have things to discuss." He will look at Azalea.
Is there something you're looking at me for?
He'll look at the chair.
There's a chair next to me that looks just fine for you.
He will raise an eyebrow, but decides that it's not worth that. And he will instead just address the entire room. "You've been brought here for a specific reason. So listen well. The call only goes to those most capable. And that you have answered this call means that agents of ours have been shown that you have been seen to it. In other words, you did not find your parchments, nor hear this call by happenstance. At some point, one of our agents has noticed your potential or capabilities, and as such, you have been summoned."
What exactly are we summoned for?
That will be explained in due time, but know this, that you will be provided with room and board, and you will be paid handsomely for even attempting. There are those that you have yet to meet that can explain better than I. I am merely here to ensure your safety as you are escorted out of the city.
So you're like the pre-party. Understood. Cool. When can we meet these other people?
As soon as you are ready. I am prepared to leave.
Well, I know my boy Midas over there is ready. He looks itching. Am I right, Midas?
I never told you.
I just finished my drink, so I'm ready to
Oh,
go.
my bad. I mean, my homeboy over here,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
my Majital homeboy over here looks ready to go. Isn't that right? Insert name.
Yeah, I look towards you and just simply nod my head.
Riku will smirk and feel like he's getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're homies.
All right.
I address the other paladin
Okay?
and I say, "Brother Paladin, your armor looks heavily worn. Are those battle scars?" Referring to the marks on his glory.
He'll turn and he'll look at Archael and he will say, "In a way."
So,
Well,
be
I
it.
am
A
ready.
story for another day, maybe.
Indeed.
So I know that this person's a paladin, right? The big man talking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So I look towards the paladin that was talking, and I ask, "What the heck's the bubble button?" Like
Control
pushing my
space.
key-
Control space.
Control space.
Yep.
Okay, that doesn't work.
You gotta click
Oh,
them.
it's because I have my character clicked. There we go. Okay, that was confusing. Okay, what was I gonna ask? Oh, paladin. You said something about gold.
Indeed. You will be paid handsomely. Our benefactor is quite wealthy.
Okay, when you say we'll be paid handsomely, is this shared or individual?
Each of you.
Fantastic. That is all.
Very well. Follow me. All right. If you wish to follow Maxwell, then please gather behind him. You must gather your party before venturing
Before
forth.
venturing forth.
Yeah! Yay! I love that line so much.
It's the first time that we're hearing that in this campaign. This is so like
What does that
I've
mean?
never heard the
Moment.
line
What does that mean?
That's just an old saying for the old Baldur's Gate games and all the D&D games from before, like the video games, is that the
Yeah.
narrator would say, you must gather your party before venturing forth. Whenever you want to change maps, it's telling you that all the characters have to be next to each other. It's just a,
Oh,
Minus,
Oh,
that
cool.
means you.
yep.
Just-
Sorry.
it's just a classic thing, and I really like it, so I say it too.
Cool.
All right. And now, we've got some ambience changes.
oh god.
Oh, yeah.
Lay it on us.
All right.
DJ Arcadum.
I want that bot.
Yeah, we're
Sorry-
gonna do
I'm
that.
sorry.
That's so cool.
Oh, definitely for
our-
episode 2. I feel like we should do a lot of the tweaks where we can make things easier for ourselves with the button presses and everything. Totally.
I'm sure that
1000%.
there would be
Yeah,
a person
Arcadum,
that
you don't
would be
do enough,
willing to
dude.
help.
You just don't do enough. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
No. I don't mean he should do it. I mean we should do it. Like we can. I'm sure we can tweak from our side, right?
My hands are peppy.
Oh, dude, you're the freaking best. Shut up.
All right, here you go. Play that. I love this arrangement. All right, so as you follow Maxwell, eventually you leave the city, and for a few hours you walk down the main road, the world road itself. However, you eventually come to a side path in which Maxwell leads you into a copse of trees, and with each step, the wild wilderness of Ord kind of rises up, a distinct difference between the manicured lawns and prepared orchards that you had seen in the city. Eventually, this verdant shade is lifted, and ahead of you, you see an old abandoned estate, which you get the feeling, perhaps, is not quite so abandoned.
How far away is the estate?
The estate is about a few hours outside of town. However,
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm wondering if, as we approach, when we get within 60 feet, if I could use Divine Sense to see if I detect anything untoward.
Sure thing. As you do so, you do not detect anything, at least, that your holy senses reveal to you as untowards. But there is a certain level of forbiddance in the air,
Okay,
as
thank
if you do not belong here. However, the manor is dilapidated, and as you approach, Maxwell will open a secret door hidden within the well in front of the old manor, and there he will lead you down a set of stairs.
I'm sorry. Should we be seeing a new map
Oh,
at this point?
you will.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, great. I'm gonna bio real quick. So sorry.
Hey, go ahead. I'll let people load this
Is bio another word for BRB?
for bathroom. He's going to
Yes.
the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Oh.
Biological break.
What? That's fancy as hell.
Just means poop.
Who made that term up?
I've heard
It's
it
the
for-
Brits, UK. 100%.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
One's going on a biological break. Yeah. probably.
I must go on a
Okay.
biological
Okay.
break.
I made the mistake of zooming out. Don't zoom out, guys.
Oh,
No?
I'm not.
Stay
Okay.
stay zoomed in.
Stay immersed.
Sounds good.
Be careful.
Knowledge can be dangerous.
Yeah.
And powerful.
Useless.
Zooms out. I regret that. All right.
All right.
Everybody loaded in?
Yes.
Anybody not loaded in?
No, I'm in.
All right. And as such, Maxwell will lead you down a narrow staircase, and you will find yourself standing inside of a antechamber. You will see that the walls are made out of smooth cement. And as modern people, you know what cement looks like, but to your medieval characters, it's a really strange stone because cement is rare and uncommon. You will also see that the walls are kind of shorn, almost like carved out of some strange material. And you will notice that there is an old door here, and there is blood stains that still yet stain this strange stone floor.
Oh, am I stood within the wall then? Sorry.
Yeah, that's the wall.
That's the wall. Okay, got it. Thanks. I thought this was like a way around these doors. Sorry.
No, that's wall.
No, I understand it now. I get it now.
All right.
What is this place?
And Maxwell will stand in front of this desk, and then a lady will pop up from behind it. Annalise, I have brought the next aspirants. Oh, all right then. Greetings, aspirants. Name's Annalise. I'll be in charge of your quartering and your mastering, as it were.
Very well. Nice to meet you.
I know you probably got lots of questions, but those questions will be answered by the Amber Lord. Go on through this door, Maxwell. He should be waiting for you. Follow me. What's up?
That's funny. Not a single question was asked.
Oh, okay.
Are we currently equipped, or are we literally just?
No, you're equipped.
Like,
You're
just
equipped.
okay, so we've got weapons and armor and stuff.
Yep, you got
I
weapons
have
and
a
armor.
giant scythe.
Okay.
How do we know what we have?
It should be listed under your equipment. Hold on.
Oh boy, I gotta figure where that is.
Oh
Is
no,
that,
it's
is that a
not.
different window?
That's not put in your notes. Okay, that's my bad. I missed that. I didn't list it out, but I gave it to your tokens and stuff. That's my fault.
Can we check through the token somehow?
Yeah,
Well,
we can edit if you want.
well,
Okay, let's start. Let's start again. Come on.
well, the tokens. Well, the tokens
Back
have
to
all
the pub.
the tokens have all that stuff like pre-programmed
Baked
into it.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I just didn't list it all out. That's all. All right, come on down.
On the way through the door, Riku will look over at Annalise and kind of flirtatiously smirk.
She's too busy freaking out at the fact that this is not like anything she's ever seen. And as she walks into this room, she will see the bloodied footprints.
Maxwell, this place does not feel holy. What is it? Should we be on guard?
I can tell you this much, that for now that you are safe. Just all will be explained. Not everything is as it seems. All right, Neil will
So I
walk
turn
this
to
door.
address the rest of the
Not what it
party, and I just say, care not to stray too far.
Aryan notices what he says and nods in agreement.
Riku kind of chuckles.
Oh, Zelia is too busy wondering about the footprints leading the other way.
Maxwell will open this door, and you are led further and further into these precarious-looking halls. When you get to this point, in the background, you will hear, "Ah! Ah!"
Aryan places her hand on her dagger.
Maxwell, are those sounds to be expected?
Yes.
Who was that, Maxwell?
That is the sound of failure. And as he opens this door and walks inside, you will see that he will give a salute and a bow. My lord, I have assembled the next group of aspirants.
Do we see anyone in the room?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. for dramatic effect. One moment, please. You will see this guy.
Oh god.
That's totally normal. Perfectly fine.
If everyone, I don't know about the size of the room, but if everyone can communicate clearly from any point in the room, I turn to the party and I say, "Let's just stay behind me. We don't know what fortune has in store for us." To suggest that people should be at least behind me.
Zeta nods.
I stand
and
for
takes a step
myself.
back.
All right. The hooded figure will turn to look upon you, and it will speak with an ethereal, soft voice. Thank you, Maxwell. I will take it from here. Of course, my lord. Gather round, aspirants. I'm sure that you have your questions. I shall seek to answer them.
When I did my divine sense earlier, would it have detected if this level of the building was evil? Would it
No,
have penetrated?
it would not have.
Okay, I can do it 4 times a day. So I cast divine sense again to see if I detect anything evil in this layer of the building.
You do not detect anything evil from your current position.
Okay.
Who are you? Why are we here?
A basic question as any. I am Jackson, the Ember Lord, as they call me. They are too kind and flattering. I am Lord of nothing, except the purpose that I bear. And the purpose is to prepare. I will explain. Surely you have seen it within the sky. The twinkling light of the enemy's herald.
I've seen it.
We have. It plagues us all.
Indeed. There are those that are complacent, and there are those that are not. I am one such individual. I seek to create those that could stand against this terrible threat. And I assure you that if you survive the trials to come, you shall be given the resources you need. Purpose, wealth, whatever it is that you seek.
So when you say oh, hi, by the way, my name is Riku. Pleasure. Nice to meet you. When you say you seek to run that by me one more time, you experiment on people?
It is not something so rash as that. We do not gamble with lives, at least not without their knowledge.
Well, then if you could do me a favor, since it's not so rash, can you explain the screaming that we all heard and the blood splattered on the walls, the footprints? It's all a little suspect.
Indeed. I said it was not rash. I did not say that it was without peril.
Understood.
What we do here is we seek those that are aspirants to see if they are worthy of the gifts of the Orange Star.
Zelia begins pacing.
I
Ariane
see.
finds this interesting and takes a seat.
My eyes are fixed on him listening to what he's saying.
So you wanted us specifically. That's why we're all here, is that right?
Indeed, our agents, at some point in your travels, at some point in your lives, saw that there was value in your skills, potential perhaps in your spirit, and thus you have been brought to me to be tested.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's telling us the full truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with checks too. I'm sitting here thinking like, can I like do any sort of magic thingy?
Okay,
Like, I
so
don't know.
Same.
let me give a quick explanation of how skill checks can work. Sometimes I can ask you for a skill check because something will trigger it. You can request to make one, like in this case, where is this guy lying to us, or is there something in this room? Like stuff like that. You can also prompt your own skill checks if you believe that there's something to detect in the room. So if you want to see if this person is lying or what his intentions might be, an insight check would be a perfect time to try and do that. So if you'd like to, you can.
So does everyone do insight checks, or how does that work?
Well, everyone can, yeah. Keep in mind that just because, like, let's say Azalea rolled and I was lying, right? You wouldn't know that. Only she
Yeah,
would,
just
unless
rolled
she
in.
told you. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
that's how
Okay.
it works.
Okay.
So what is this orange star that you were referring to, and how does that stop what's in the sky?
There are many things that you do not know. And please, with patience, understand that your ignorance is required, at least to a certain extent. For the enemy that we face feeds of unchecked knowledge. I will tell you this much, for it is the limit that I can. The orange star is a part of the prism, and we seek to stop the traitor.
Okay, I'd like to roll an insight check on that and see if he's giving me the truth or not.
Go ahead.
So in this instant, what number would we need to be looking for?
You don't know.
You don't see it.
Oh,
If you get something, I guess he'll just say.
If you
I
roll
see.
high enough, I'll tell you. If you don't roll, if you don't detect anything, you don't detect anything.
gotcha.
And you also
this
don't
for
know,
any
and you
roll?
also don't know if that even means that he is lying. Just because you make a check doesn't mean that somebody's doing it. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's for most checks. Although, unlike combat abilities and stuff, most of the time I'll tell you what the DC is, so you know what you're looking for. But in situations like this, you don't know.
Is the orange star something that any of us would know about from just general world information?
Negative. This is secret
So this
knowledge.
is the first time the term has been used, as far as any of us are concerned.
That is correct.
So there's no
I
point.
have a question on that as well.
Yep.
For the, obviously the Herald that's in the sky, how much would we know about that before entering into this?
You
Would
only
we know that it's the end of the world?
Well, you know that that's what some people believe, but such soothsaying happens all the time. All you know for certain is that the Herald is a mysterious light in the sky that can be seen during day and night, and that there is a certain shared feeling of foreboding about it. But end of the world, that's impossible. The gods would never allow it.
Right. So with my insight check, do I believe him?
As of right now, you do not detect any deception, and neither do you, Riku.
Beautiful.
Big boss man can't be read.
Well, I wouldn't be glad to die in service of the realm, but if I must, then die I shall.
Can we see what kind of person is under the cloak, like what race they are, or any kind of information, or are they just a cloaked figure?
You cannot, for their face is obscured.
Okay.
So I like specifics, Jackson, my man. I think that I could probably speak for the rest of my group in that we would love to know exactly what you need from us, want from us, and what it is that we need to do. Can I roll a persuasion check on
Sure
that?
can. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So just so I understand, what is him doing a persuasion in this
Okay.
situation?
So in this case, Riku is currently trying to convince me of something.
Okay.
Now, granted, this is done in two parts. Convincing or any sort of social interaction can be done with actual roleplay, like he just did, and then it can also be supported with a roll. Now, the roll indicates two things. either number one, that your character is naturally charismatic and you can be used to kind of push your way into positive or fortuitous or advantageous positions, and also what you say can do the same. Both are important and both are used and calculated, and one can make up for the other. So, for example, even if you yourself may not be very, very quick on the social bit of whoever you're talking to, your character Shroud is a charisma-based character, and I believe you also have persuasion proficiency. So, let's say that you didn't really say something, crazy or super profound. You could still make a roll which can make up for that. Not to say that you wouldn't, just as an example.
I see.
Yeah.
So okay.
So then he should be the one talking, maybe.
Well,
I think we all have a lot of.
Well, yeah, Riku
Yeah,
is got
I
a
have
+4,
it
which
as
means he
well.
has proficiency to it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it isn't to say that, okay, to be clear, just because you're not good at a skill doesn't mean you can't or even shouldn't do it. If it becomes, especially in social skill checks, if your character becomes relevant to it, then they should speak on it. Basically, just try to act like your character would, and if you want to convince me of something or lie to me or intimidate me, try to do it. Try to actually do it, and then make the roll to supplement that, because I adjust the difficulty class, the number that you need to get, based off of the situation at hand, based off of the objective that you have with the conversation, and also based off of what you actually say. It's always worth going for it, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, as you say this, he will, the hooded figure will nod subtly and will say, "It was my intention to explain, so I shall do so.
Oh, great.
What is needed is thus. The embers of the Orange Star possess yet what remains of the old weapons used against the last facing of the enemy. These embers can yet still light the fires within the soul, and from it, great power can be created. However, some do not take to the flames." And almost as if to punctuate that saying, in the background you hear, "It is your choice to take the chance with the fire. Nothing is forced upon you."
I see. Riku turns around, goes, "Guys, have you all heard the old legend of Marvel's Capuchin Americain? Have you heard this tale?"
I'm sorry. What?
Not familiar.
I'm not either.
Let me explain. It's a great story. Mom told it to me multiple times growing up. I thought that it was fake, but I think essentially we're gonna possibly get powered up. Looks over at Jackson and kind of raises an eyebrow in question if our bodies can accept it.
That is essentially the idea, although it is not your body, but your spirit. that is tested.
Spirit. Nice.
Oh, I made it all the way here. I might as well.
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds fun.
As long as
Yeah,
I get
I
paid,
agree.
I'm in it.
Well, as long as one doesn't need a sharp mind.
I just want to get paid. I am here to serve.
I ask, was Maxwell a paladin of glory before his change?
Maxwell has led a hard life. He once served the Lord of Justice, yes. His mind was changed, however.
By who?
That is not my place to speak on. If you wish to know, ask him.
Okay.
Arcadum, I'm so sorry. The things that are on the map, like this book on the table up here, is there a chance that this is actually something that could be useful information?
All right, I'll
Like,
give
is
you a
this
quick
something that
rundown
we
like
wanna-
this. For the
Thank you,
most
thank you.
part, the things that you see are actually there. Sometimes that isn't the case if it's like a asset that I can't remove. But most of the time, if you go up and say, "Hey, what's this?" I'll tell you if it's there or not. Most of the time it is. Very few times is it not going to be there. And yeah, so you can use the visual prompts that the map represents as you wish.
Understood.
Yeah.
So what next?
Next, the test. If you wish to partake of this trial, then follow me. If not, then you may return to the front, and Annalise will see you home. You will be paid for your time in either case. And with that, the hooded man will step up, and will
Ari's
move
the
across
first to
the
step
room.
up.
I'm the last.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. I'm sorry, I love it. There are very few things that hype me up more than that. Ugh. All right. All right, and you follow Jackson out of the office and into what lies ahead. When you come to this point, you can hear more banging and crashing, screams and cries coming from the left and right. All right, then. And you are led to here. Right, kind of come around the corner here.
Ari's still mumbling a little bit, but she calms herself and starts to breathe slowly. Focuses on what's in front of her.
All right, and the door opens and you see some shit in here, let me tell you.
Whoa.
All right, let me describe what you see. You see what appears to be a corpse pulsing with energy just flowing through it. And you see this man.
What happened here?
No, that isn't right. No, the bones will fail at this rate. Professor, we have new aspirants. Ah, yes. Hello. Professor Sokin, verily at your service. I'm echoing in somebody's mic. I don't know who it is. Anyway, Yes, hello, welcome. These are the new aspirants, my lord. Are you sure? Do you find them lesser in some way? Oh, no, not at all, my lord. I was just making sure. In either case, welcome. I shall be the one to attend to your transformation. Hopefully, you will fare better than this chap.
Let's hope so.
What happened to this guy?
He, unfortunately, did not survive the process. All right.
The process?
Make me a medicine check, everyone.
Oh.
When it says, do you have an advantage, do you always say no?
You say no until I say yes. So sometimes I'll tell you, make this roll with advantage. And if that's the case, then you would hit yes.
Do any of us have a medicine advantage?
Not at this time. I will tell you when you get it. Advantage is like a circumstantial thing for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What? Go, Mike.
All
Wow.
right.
You have proficiency, look, because you got +2.
All right. Midas. Your time in the merchants as a merchant of Majital, you, for a brief stint, sold some medical wares, and as such, you received a bit of training in it, just as a concourse. This man, for the most part, appears to have been melted from the inside. His skin looks completely unharmed, save for the cuts and inspections made by the good professor, but inside he is naught but soup.
Okay.
What do you see, Midas?
I mean, he explained it, right? The man melted
Well,
pretty
only
much.
you know.
No, only you know.
Because you did the check.
Unless somebody else had a roll that would get us high enough.
Unfortunately, they did not.
Well,
Only Midas knows the extent of this man's agony.
So in a situation like this, it's your choice to personally keep the information to yourself,
Correct.
or tell the group,
Correct.
or talk to what's his name, Soken?
Soken,
So,
yep.
yeah.
Ball's in your court.
Okay. Well, I look to Professor Soken and I ask, Professor, why did this person fail the experiment?
That's a good question. If only I could readily answer that. I've been trying to find out why. I've done what I can to provide what medicines that can slow the process, enhance the process, augment its success rate. And you see that the man's eyes are heavy with guilt as he kind of rubs his temples. And Jackson will speak. The good professor has done what he can to ensure the highest chance of success. Unfortunately, the powers in which we deal with are volatile.
How many have made success?
Few. Too few.
Is this going to happen to us?
If you are weak, yes. If you are strong, perhaps not. And I will do what I can to ensure that it does not happen. We can't keep wasting lives like this, Jackson. It is not a waste. They knew the risk. All must share in this risk if we are to face the enemy.
We aren't weak. I believe in us.
Quick question, Jackson, did you find this guy the same way you found us?
The professor and I met early in my awakening.
Oh, that's great. I'm more so talking about the corpse on the table.
Oh, apologies. Yes, much the same way.
That's comforting. Well, here we are.
I interject. You speak of awakening. What do you mean?
Long have I remained dormant, since the Orange Star has slept. The embers are rekindled. The fire begins to brighten. The Red Star has been awakened, and so must the Orange Star follow. Yes.
Outside of this conversation, we didn't know about the Orange Star before we came here. Would we know anything about the Red Star?
Nope. You have no idea.
These are all terms that we're all learning about.
Yep.
Fresh. Okay.
I like your words, Magic Man.
What are these stars? How many are there?
There are many aspects of the prism, but such knowledge is dangerous to share. Perhaps when you have finished your transformation, I can risk such knowledge. Until then, the choice lies before you.
I understand. Ari steps forward.
Just to
I'm
clarify,
willing.
Sorry, go on.
No, that's it. I was just saying I'm willing.
Okay. You're saying prism, not prison, yeah? Like prism that splits light into different colors.
That is correct. Prism.
Okay,
Prism.
Okay, just checking. I step next to Ari.
You see that the
Does it-
professor gets a little teary-eyed seeing people step up, and he will say, "Such brave souls, Jackson. Very well. I shall prepare the proceedings. Excuse me."
How many others are going to take
I
the
too will attempt.
I'll also give it a shot.
I am here to serve. Ah, shite.
I'm practically on the table already.
Oh, this is not where it will happen. This is
Oh.
the infirmary. Follow me.
Ari notices that Midas hasn't said anything.
Ari will remember that.
All right. And thus Jackson leads you into this ominous-looking room, filled with all sorts of contraptions, strange pipes, whirring gears. You can see that there are lights from sources that you can't quite explain. Blood stains the floor. You also see a couple of vats with floating people in them. That's fine.
Soken?
Yes, my dear.
Who are these people and these... What are they in right now? Water?
Oh, they are the ones that unfortunately were corrupted. We are holding them in a state. I dare hope that the amber concoction that I've used will slow down the process. Midas, as you approach this vat, you can see that there is an individual kind of floating in, even though the liquid looks green on the map, it's not actually green. It's more yellow, and you can see that there are chunks of strange yellow stones floating inside. You will see that this particular person is covered with strange violet veins of light.
How
Where did you
know
find
they
these
were-
people?
They came to us the same as you did, answering the call. You guys see the same over here.
Is there any check you can do? Like, can I do like an Arcana check or a
Yeah.
medicine check?
Your choice.
Let's just do medicine.
Okay.
That worked well.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Know it all.
Midas,
I mean-
PhD.
Typical of Shroud.
All right. Midas, as you take a closer look into the vat, carefully you kind of trace the body, and then suddenly it twitches and it catches you off guard as you step back. This is no corpse. This person is still alive. It seems that this fluid, whatever it is holding them in some sort of suspension.
Okay. So I look and towards Soken and I yell, "Hey, Professor! I think this guy's still alive."
Yes, indeed he is. Suspended by the amber fluid. Unfortunately, the concoction is not yet complete. I fear that this poor man will die soon. I have done all that I can to give him a restful sleep to do so. Death, I fear, is better than what awaits him should I allow his transformation to continue.
Transformation to what?
It is not my place to say, not until after. Apologies
Considering
for the
they
mystery.
appear to have violet veins, maybe it is your place to say if we're in proximity to them.
Jackson, Very well. Then I shall tell you. The forces that we are dealing with, the transference of your soul,
Oh,
the
boy.
false refraction, is a difficult process, and it carries with it great risk. However, should it be completed, you shall be powerful enough to face the enemy and his minions. Failure is death, maiming, suffering, and the worst cases, corruption.
Who exactly is the enemy?
Jackson remains incredibly silent upon that question.
God damn it.
And then-
So like in this situation, can anything be rolled or
Yeah, can we
is it
like
just
persuade?
or is it just like a role play thing?
Both. If you want to roll something, you feel like you want to try it, you can.
Well, I guess I wouldn't know what to roll. I guess the only thing I would be persuasion, but I don't really understand
Yeah.
when I would do it. you know?
The when is whenever you want or whenever you feel like you like you want to. It's not so much like
because like in this situation, I would imagine I can roll persuasion to see if he's lying or something.
insight for that. Insight is
yeah.
for that. But
Insight.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can though.
Just-
Go ahead.
I'm just asking.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I-
You
I'm
can
not
roll
gonna do
insight.
anything.
Okay.
I have a question about intimidation. Is intimidation something that can commonly or is likely to result in combat? Like if I try and intimidate someone into telling me an answer, if I fail my check, are they likely to be like, oh, that was a threat, and then it's a fight? Or is it more of a,
Well,
I'm trying my luck at intimidating them and
out of most of the social checks, intimidation is the highest percentage chance of there being a combat, like a fight, because that is the nature of intimidation. But that's not necessarily the case. There are some people that could respond to that way in deception as well.
okay. And if someone's simply not intimidated by me, then maybe they're just like, I don't care about this guy.
Well,
Yes.
that too. I mean, it depends on the situation. Basically, like if you wanted to try and intimidate the Ember Lord, first thing you should ask is, do you think you can? And second, if you did, then what would be your purpose? Also, keep in mind that in any social interaction, there's leverage. So you have to consider that as well.
Well, that's the thing. I'm toying in my mind of like pressing him for more answers and saying, we haven't agreed to anything, we can walk out now. But is that an intimidation or is that a persuasion?
That
If
could
I'm
be either.
threatening him with
That
an
could be
action
either.
That's not physical. It's not combat.
That could be either of those things. They could be. It could be an intimidation. It could be a persuasion. Hell, it could be a deception if you don't actually intend to leave.
That'd be like a bluff.
Yeah, that'd be a bluff. Yeah.
That's crazy. There's a lot to think about.
Yeah, lots of things you can do. Like treat it
So
like
can-
actual social interaction. What's up?
Could we roll an insight now, just because like we don't really know a lot of information, and I mean, if he's hiding anything, would that help us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rolling insight. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Because insight is not just to see if somebody's lying. It can also reveal to you their mood or maybe hesitance, stuff like that. Little things that might give you a better push. All right. Zelia. When Midas asked the question, who exactly is the enemy? The deep silence that falls over Jackson, you detect it not to be anger, not to be any of those things, but rather something far more foreboding. Fear.
What is it you're so frightened of that you won't tell us?
There are some things that are meant to be feared. Your ignorance is your shield. And there are some questions that cannot be answered. I hope that for now that will suffice. Perhaps after, such questions can be answered.
Have you gone through this process yourself?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
So that makes me think from his answer, he has kind of gained this power of the color orange naturally, and he's found a way to kind of manipulate other mortals into gaining it.
In either
That was all
case,
just thought.
it lies ahead of you. If you wish to participate, then please, step forward. If not, then you will be paid.
So if I leave right now, tell me I'm gonna get paid.
Yes, you will be paid. Although you will be paid more if you complete your journey.
Fantastic.
Take me, my lord.
All right, these two will move forward. You will see that the professor looks at you with sad eyes and then immediately goes to the contraptions and starts moving the buttons and levers and preparing things. So be it. Let it begin. We shall start from The right, I suppose. And he will look over here.
With Wattori?
Yep.
Like, okay, so I'm thinking about saying to the party that I would like to go first because I'm a hardy paladin and I have glory on my side and so on. But I worry
Use your
that
thought bubble.
the reason an NPC is going first is because something's about to go terribly wrong, and I don't want to be like, I'll go first, and you're like, you turn into a demon. So I don't really know how to play that.
You can use your
It's up
thought
to you.
bubble to just think it.
I feel like in this situation, it's a matter of like, maybe if you did decide to go first, I doubt Arcadum's just gonna kill you off.
Yeah.
You know, he'll improvise. So it's up to
Okay,
you.
so I'm gonna step forward then.
All right.
Wait, what's this thing for speech? Is it shift or control?
Control space.
Control.
Sorry, I've been doing shift this whole time. So I step forward.
Yes. That man is muted.
Oh, sorry. Looking at the party, I feel I am best suited to go first, lest anything go wrong. Sorry, I meant to say that instead of doing this. I'm on push to talk, so I have to press like 9 things to talk and do the bubble.
If you actually have to, you can just use the space bar and just point yourself. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, 'cause
Anyway, yeah, that's fine. And he'll respond with such courage. Very well.
Me next. Me next. No, just.
Professor. Of course, my lord. All right, and it's at this time, you all begin to notice that you're not alone. Other individuals begin to walk in. Some you have met before, others you have not. All right, here we go.
Jesus.
Archael, as you approach, the professor will begin to hook strange metal ropes on hooks and place them against your flesh. You feel slight pinches, but nothing else.
Am I free to still act, or
Yeah.
am I restrained in any way?
You're not restrained, although your armor has been removed in order for him to reach.
Do I still have my holy symbol around my neck?
Yeah, he does not remove that.
Okay, so I reach down and I hold the holy symbol in my hand in front of my chest, and I kind of bow my head down in kind of concentration and prayer.
All right. And at this point, Jackson will approach. This is your final chance. If you wish to continue, then we shall. But there is no turning back once it begins.
I continue to just keep my eyes closed, and I'm holding my symbol as if to suggest I have no refusal.
As you wish. So let it begin.
I hand a parchment to Ari that says delete my browser history.
Oh boy.
It's tense, dude. I don't know what the hell's about to happen.
All right.
No.
The Ember Lord will put his hand out in front of him. And then a glob of orange viscous mucus will fall into its hand. And it will hold it up towards you. Drink.
I take one last look back at the party. And I say, if this goes wrong, avenge me. And then I swipe out and grab the orange fluid and I put it in my mouth.
All right. As you drink the strange orange fluid, it tastes not really like anything that you can describe. Not gross, but not pleasant either.
Like Sunny Delight.
Eventually you are able to consume it. And it's a little bit difficult because you can't really drink it, but you can't quite eat it either. Until finally, you get it down, and nothing seems to happen. You notice that the professor is waiting, his eyes wide with a sort of anxiety. Jackson remains motionless, watching you.
Do I still have the hooks in me?
You do.
Okay.
And then you start to feel uneasy. The wires begin to swirl with energy, or the metal ropes, LOL, and they start to swirl with energy, going straight into your body. And thus, it begins. Let's see if your character dies.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Amazing.
All right.
Please be a strength check.
All right. First things first, I'll get to explain this now, a little bit out of character. You are going through a process that will grant your character immense strength and unique powers, all in the name of facing the enemy. However, the risks that I described were not hot air, and they were not smoke and mirrors. We will see if you will actually survive.
What are you doing to me?
What? You said you'd go easy on us the first episode.
Yes. If you had chosen the others. You chose the path of courage.
we really did. We said
I spent like a
Yep.
Sorry.
we said
What?
yeet.
What if he lives? He could be super strong. Isn't that cool?
I
Oh
hope
my
so.
God.
That's pretty cool.
Just
Archael.
believe. We need chat to pray.
And thus it begins. All right, Sacriel, go and click on your token. And the first thing I need you to do is make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my, I'm really nervous.
And so it begins.
Oh,
You feel the strange force punch you in the gut. You feel your organs being manipulated, shifted, grasped by ghostly hands. You double over in enormous pain. The wires begin to swirl with even more energy. You notice that the contraptions to the north begin to click and whirl and spin. The professor moves to your side and begins to quickly inspect you. And the transformation continues. Jackson remains unmoving. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm dead, boys.
Praying for you.
I'm dead, boys. My wisdom's like -6. Let's
Is
go.
there anything that our healer can do during this?
I am afraid that he is beyond the confines of your aid at this time.
He drank it.
Let's go.
okay.
We're still in, boys. We're still in.
Maybe.
Chat's
That's
prayers
my
working.
worst roll. That's my worst roll as well. Let's go.
Power flows up through your body and into your mind. You can feel flashes of knowledge, of pain, of wisdom and despair, swirling all at the same time. But you keep your mind. As your body racks with pain, you remain focused. Your faith in glory, a guiding light.
We spoke out of character. We spoke earlier about the changing the avatar thing. Can we do that now?
Oh, yeah. Let me do that for you. Let me do that. Let's see, you sent that to me here. I can do that. One moment, please. I'm slamming. I'm jamming. Okay, and here you go. Little buddy. Boom.
oh,
Oh.
We in paladin
Awesome.
mode now, boys.
All right. That's a lot of paladin. Okay. The holy light of glory shines within your eyes. The transformation continues. The strange substance begins to swirl into your arms, cracking your bones. Constitution saving throw.
Oh my God.
Jesus. You go through it all.
Praying for glory.
Oh.
Tragic. Your
Your penis
bones
falls off.
Your bones shatter. You become like liquid as your body begins to melt. One last check.
Holy shit.
We shall see if you can save yourself. Please roll for me at this time a d20 +1 +4, so +5 total.
Is it slash roll, yeah?
Yeah. All right. However, where the body might have failed, the soul did not. Suddenly, the cracked, shattered bones begin to mend. Your form begins to solidify, and you stand strong where others have faltered. And now we get to roll what ability you get from the soul fire.
Holy shit.
Let's go.
Remember to drink calcium, kids. Bring that milk.
Okay. That's 14. 14 it is, all right.
What did you just do that right there?
Oh, that's all. That's for me. Personal
DM
chart.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
I like that I rolled an 84 on a D100 though, but then I rolled a 5 as well, so rip.
Fuck yeah.
Everything to be strong as hell.
Alrighty. I'll be adding a new macro to your character. Wait, why is it not? Oh, whoops. That's why, because it's in the different spot. One moment, please.
Can I switch myself between my avatars?
Yeah. Okay, so what you do is you Oh, here, I have to actually send that to you. Hold on. Let me do that.
Okay.
Okay, so you take that image, double, or let me send you the other one. Let me give you both of them real quick. Okay, so you take those images, yeah. Double click on your token, go to config. Do you see the top left-hand corner where it has your portrait? You just drag and drop that image right there, and then you jiggle your token to set it.
Okay. What do you mean jiggle?
You just move it back and forth
Okay, got it. Thank you.
because it resets the state. There
Yeah.
you go. Okay. All
Am I
right.
still conscious at this point?
Yes, and I'm sorry for the delay. I'm just loading real quick. All right. And thus you are granted your ability from Soulfire. A flaming golden crown appears above your head.
That sounds apt. So my eyes return from the paladin mode, if you will,
Yep.
as the power that ran through me that helped me survive the ordeal has now waned.
All right, and I have added that to your token now. It is underneath the category called Soulfire, and it's called Golden Crown.
Can I click it without doing anything?
You can click it to see what it does. Golden Crown heals you and all of your allies within 20 feet for 2d6, and you can activate it once per short rest.
Does it,
Wow.
does it take an action?
Cool.
This takes a soul fire action, which is a specific action for your abilities.
Okay, cool.
Is that separate from a regular action?
It is. It's extra.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
All right. And thus, the crown fades, and Jackson will speak. Very good. Your soul was strong. Professor, see to it that his body recovers. Of course, my lord. And he will start to unhook you, and he will start to rub you down with some salves and pastes. And that should help with the pain and the swelling. And he'll kind of lead you over here to recover. You're conscious, but you're fucked up.
Okay, as he's dragging me, I just about managed to say, my armor. Suggesting that I want my armor to be replaced.
Yes. We will do that. And he'll bring the armor over here as well. And then Jackson will look at those gathered and will say, whom is next?
That looked pretty
Ari.
fun. If you don't mind, Ari, I'm just gonna make my way up here.
Wow.
Hey, lay it on me.
Good luck.
Turn back over to Azalea and wink and grin just with the most disgusting cheese ever.
So be it. All right, your armor is removed if you have any, and then you are begin to hook up into the wires and placed into your arms and legs and all the different things that the professor did before. And then he will stand to the side, and then Jackson will kind of vomit the glob into his hand and will hold it up for you to drink.
Riku will make a little sour face. And he'll grab it and look back at the crew and say, bottoms up. Look.
All right. Let us see if Riku survives the ordeal. All right, Jordan, please click on Riku. As the transformation begins, go to saving throw. Please make me a strength saving throw as your muscles are contorted and twisted. You fall to the ground. Your muscles feel as if they are being pulled like taffy, twisted, shattered, stretched, cracked. The transformation continues as it moves up along your neck, your veins pushing out against your skin. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
We need chat to pray.
It would seem at this case, however, you hold strong. You begin to stand against the immense pain, and then you feel it. Your blood begins to pump. The blood of the old dragons, of the Lenorms. Your eyes become predatory. Your pupils like slits. Your teeth elongate. The primal energy of your bloodline moving to face this internal threat. But the transformation continues. Charisma saving throw. A falter. The primal energy becomes unhinged and begins to threaten to burn you away. For candles that burn bright burn fastest. And thus, we come to your final test. D20 plus 7.
How do I actually do this? Slash roll.
Slash roll, and then D20, and then plus 7.
Oh god.
Weakness.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Weakness begets punishment. All right. Let's see what happens to you.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh no.
Medium roll is good.
I back on the ground? Am I on my on all fours? Am I panting?
Right now, you're floating above the. You're levitating, as the
shit.
primal energy is unbound, and I am currently depicting what it does to you, which I believe that is this. That is D6. Sick. All right, choose an arm, left or right.
Right.
That's the last thing you want to hear.
All right. Your right arm begins to erupt in fire.
Oh.
The fire is white and green, the colors of the prime. They swirl through your skin, and what it leaves behind is a charred mess, but still you can move it, and you feel that there is a twinge of power that yet lies within. And thus, you have been granted a power of the soul fire. Loading.
Does it hurt?
Yes,
Oh.
a lot.
I mean, your arm is on fire, so.
Oh.
You got a nub.
Ah. Oh.
All right.
At least you're alive.
I'd like to cast chill touch on.
Contrary to what that spell actually says, it doesn't actually cause cold. It's
Isn't it poison?
It's like
Oh my God.
no, it's necrosis actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually not cool. It
Giving
doesn't.
yourself some gangrene or something.
Yikes.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Oh no.
Oh shit. All right, let's see. Give me a moment, please.
Zeta, is there any healing you could give him? He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I can help this man. Is there anything I can do?
Is that a question for me, or did you ask an NPC?
Oh, yeah. I meant to ask you.
Unfortunately, this is beyond your expertise to heal. Alrighty then. Congratulations. You've been granted the power of the Flame Weld. You can click on your token. You'll see a category called Soul Fire.
Oh.
Go ahead and click it to see what it does. Once per short rest, you may touch an enemy with your flaming arm. Doing so deals 5d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
Whoa.
All right, nice.
Holy fuck.
Not dead.
Not dead.
All
Just
right.
hurting real bad.
The professor will gather you up and take the wires out and move you over to where Arcale is.
Is my arm still on fire at this point, or can I just extinguish
okay,
it at will?
So essentially, the flames have died down, and your arm is a regular arm now for the most part. You can move it and all of that, although it carries with it a slight tinge of pain. And there are it's almost like it's always in the midst of being charred and ashen, almost like there are embers just beneath the flesh that still burn.
Got it.
From a roleplay perspective, am I able to, as a paladin, like offer him aid and be like, I reach out and tentatively touch his arm, and a glow appears at my hand, as if to say I'm trying to help, even if it doesn't statistically do anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay, then all the things I said just happened.
Wow,
It's beautiful.
wonderful. And then
we'll romantically gaze into his eyes and then laugh.
there's a lot of tension over there.
Wow.
And then I remember that you said that you thought I was hot shit, and I retract my hand and leave him to burn.
All right. Jackson will speak. Whom is next?
Ari looks up and stands up, steels herself, and steps forward.
All right.
And I look over to her as she passes, and I say, "Steel yourself."
Yep, just kind of did that. Yep, got it.
Oh, yeah. So be it. Same process as before. He will hand you the globule of orange material.
Ari starts to mumble to herself. I'm an instrument of fate. She starts to pray as she drinks the weird stuff, right? Something we're gonna drink, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. Patron of fate, hear me this day. Grant me your guidance. Show me the way. She drinks.
We will see what fate has in store for you.
Oh my god. Pray for me, chat. Usually, I'm very, very bad with rolls.
Roll for me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
The power surges directly into your eyes, threatening to blind you. But you gaze through the light, to the shadows on the other side. You feel as if you can see more than you saw before. It pulses through your neck and down the arch of your back. Constitution saving throw. Cracking your spine. You fall to the ground, unable to feel your legs. Threatening now to take your chest and to shatter your heart. Make for me a wisdom saving throw. Weakness. Now we will see if the soul is strong. D20 plus 9.
Oh my god! What?
I don't think she's gonna make it.
She doesn't look too good.
No.
She crying?
Unfortunate.
Oh.
Let us see what happens.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
Now that is awesome. Okay. That's fucking tier 3. Okay,
I feel like in
Oh
those,
Jesus God.
those numbers, it's
That's
gotta be.
impressive.
Is that like different? The D100, like low could be anything, high could be anything. It's just, I don't know
I
if
think
this
it's
is
an average. I think it's an average over the 3, which is low.
That's pretty low.
can't
Oh
see.
no.
Let's see here. Holy shit, that's awesome. Okay, here we go.
Oh no. That doesn't sound good
All
when
right.
the DM says it's awesome.
All right, here we go.
Shannon's our first boss. Let's go.
Okay, I have good news and potentially upsetting news.
No, I was told I don't want to hear that from you.
The potentially upsetting news is you are now blind.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The good news is
Oh,
Alright.
you can see everything within 30 feet. You see it all.
Wait.
The swirling miasma of life, the life stream itself, the living people next to you, your comrades, the strangers in the room. You can even see the wisps of the ley lines of mana itself.
So she's
And
not-
I'm
That's pretty
assuming.
cool. She's basically Illidan.
Am I like? Are my eyes in massive amount of pain?
No,
I'm assuming they are. No.
you feel nothing.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
is it like a
Wow,
presence?
right?
The potentially upsetting news is you're now blind.
Potentially.
I mean,
Um,
true sight sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, do my eyes change color? Do they physically look different?
Your eyes take on a pure white light.
Right. Okay. So I'm season 6 Arya. Got it. Okay.
What?
Game of Thrones, don't worry about it.
Spoiler.
So now, do I see anything with the ley lines and everything that's around me? What exactly does it look like? Do the people in front of me look different? And most importantly, does Jackson himself look different?
As you look around, this is what you're able to see. What you see are not the people that stand before you, not the way they look, but rather who they are reflected against the essence of their soul. You see silhouettes representing the worry of the professor, the eternal optimism of Riku, the concern of the others, the faith of Arcael. All around them, you can see the shining light of mana reflecting in this place. Until finally your eyes fall upon Jackson, who you see in their true form. Unfortunately, I don't have art of this, so I'm going to have to give you that sick, nasty description. As you turn to look towards Jackson, you will see that you do not see a hooded figure, but rather a man, or at least what remains of one. His feet are burned away into hollowed stumps. He has only a single arm, which grips the missing piece. His face is kindly, but melancholic. His hair burned away, and all over the skin of his body, you see a burning orange brand of a star, placed over and over and over again.
Jesus.
And then
Can I roll insight to infer that he's like that something has happened to him between him and the star?
not really. That's something you can infer on your own, but that's not something that you have no way of knowing.
There's
that
no way of
yourself.
knowing.
Yeah, I mean, you
Right.
can follow your own player intuition, but yeah. Anyway, he will speak. It seems you have been granted the sight. This is fortuitous. Fear not. I shall show you to use it. He will reach out and place his hand on your shoulder, and your vision will begin to clear. For a brief moment, you are no longer blind, but everything is out of focus.
How will I ever... I used this to get by.
In time, you will learn. Professor, she has the sight, and will need your aid. Of course, of course. And he will move you over here, and he will give you some glasses. Pog.
Amazing.
So we don't know anything like that really happened to her,
Nope.
right? Like we don't know what she sees. We don't know any of that, right?
You don't know
Well,
any of
you'd
that.
see that my eyes are white now.
That's
Well,
true.
you can ask. Like, you can ask in game.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool say,
Also, Arian, if you look at your token, you now have Soul Sight. That is a passive effect. Oh, well, it's a passive effect, but you have to choose to activate it. So you switch it whenever you'd like.
Where do I see that?
Click on your token, you'll see a section that's called Soulfire.
Can you click that for us, actually?
Do you see it, Aaron? Ari?
Select
no.
another token, then reselect yourself.
Oh,
Then
okay.
underneath your
Maybe that's
AFK
it.
button, does it say Soul Sight?
I see it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Essentially, that's a passive effect that says you have Soul Sight up to 30 feet. Oh, now you're AFK.
Oops, sorry. Never mind. I was just
Nope, she's
not
back.
bad.
All right, Coolio.
I have to say, the irony on my ginger wife getting Soul Sight is not lost on me.
All right. I'll find it in.
Oh.
Monk Omega. All right. The next one will be Rotori. Are you
I have a feeling
prepared?
this one won't go as well.
She will nod. She will take the orange glob, and she will begin to drink. She'll fall to the ground, hacking blood and viscera all over the floor, staining it red. The professor will move to help her and rise her to her feet. She does not look well.
Did her soul appear to look different to me at all in all of that?
Well, as you activate Soul Sight, trying to get a good look at it, you will see that she doesn't have one.
Oh my god, okay.
Jesus.
As she is laid down against this, you will see that she is more akin to to sort of an empty person, catatonic. All right. Whom is next?
I suppose I'll get it out of the way.
And he'll offer it to you.
Cheers. And I drink the glob.
And so it begins. All right. It swirls through your body. Focuses upon your stomach as you feel your insides being ripped and torn. Make a Constitution saving throw. You hold fast. The pain is great. But you stand strong. The power swirls down towards your feet and shoots pains directly up through your body, and then you see the flashing light of fear as the great behemoths beneath the waves seek to devour you. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Double digits.
The wise fear Kahili's sea and those things that lie beneath. You fall to a knee as it takes its final toll and twists itself around your neck. Strength saving throw.
Oh, God.
Your breath is stolen from you.
Oh my god.
You gasp and claw at your throat. No breath is found. And now the final test. D20 plus 6. However, the soul burns bright. Your faith in Kahili is rewarded. You slow your heart. And you breathe deep. And it seems that you stand strong by the grace of the Hag Mother, the Sea Mother, the Matron of Discord. Now we will see what effect the soul fire has had. Okay. D10, okay. All right. Martial knowledge flashes into your mind. and you feel that your mastery of the scythe has grown.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. One moment, please.
God, I hope I turn into a Beyblade.
What?
Let her rip! Alright. And here you go. Alright, go ahead and click on your token, Azealia. And you should see your Soulfire ability.
Crash down.
Once per short rest, you may strike the ground with your weapon, causing a minor quake of the earth and 20-foot cone. All enemies must make a save or be knocked prone and take 3d6 damage.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Sick. So cool. Let me fix that.
Does... Oh, it's all enemies. Okay, I was wondering if that hit us too.
Does not hit allies.
Cool.
Alright.
Oh, that's good.
It is done. The professor moves to your side to help you join the others.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Whom is next?
Ladies first.
All right, here goes nothing.
We'll offer you the glove.
Zeta takes a drink and gook on the hatch.
Here we go. All right. Your heart begins to beat faster and faster and faster, blood flowing, blood churning, and you feel yourself bleeding from nose, from eye, from ear, from mouth, as the power surges through places and forces itself through. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Please.
Jesus.
Strong of body are those chosen by your Lord. You do not falter. You breathe deep, and the blood clears itself from your face. Next, however, it tests your mind. It crashes against your fears and doubts, swirls and seeks weakness wherever it may find it. Wisdom saving throw. Once again, your Lord does not choose the weak-willed. Only those with a steeled mind can uphold the oaths. The power finds no purchase there, and instead, it moves within and goes straight for your heart. Charisma saving throw. Oh, we're almost there.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay. You stand firm against its third test. The power begins to spread evenly across your body. Your skin begins to glow. You begin to levitate. And now the final test. D20 plus 5.
You got this.
Please.
Oh, that's low.
Oh god. Oh god.
You hold balance as your soul proves worthy. Its flame burns bright, and you are granted an additional roll.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
It is approaching. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right. Definitely not nervous at all.
This is so fucking sick. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I'm very excited.
I can't wait.
It's funny because you did say that you're lucky.
True.
So, yeah, this is just in character. You're just role playing right now.
Yeah, just proving my point.
Okay. All right. You feel a wealth of power surging just beneath the surface of your mind and soul. And go ahead and click on your token, and you will see your power is your Soulfire ability is called Power Font. You restore one use of a single Soulfire power to all allies and yourself, but not this ability
my.
within 20 feet. Sorry, my
That's
spelling is
wow.
not very good.
That's absolutely nuts.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Power.
I
Soulfire
Blower.
power.
Yeah, I
Blower.
fixed it.
well, allies.
How do you feel, Zeta?
I feel damn good. Feeling strong, lucky. I'm ready to give you guys my
Hey.
power.
You
Okay.
look great.
Should be
Do I look the
noted. You do look the same, save for perhaps a hidden well of strength for those that can detect such things. Also, you're the
Does she look different to me?
yes. Whereas
Ooh,
others are
let's
like,
go.
whereas others are like a candle, she is more like a campfire.
I kind of hold up my hand and shield my eyes as I look at you. Zeta, you glow so bright. How do you feel?
I feel incredible. Why are your eyes so white?
Everything looks different to me. I'm not sure. Jackson said that he will explain it to me in time, or teach me how to use it.
Alright, seeing as how Zeta was the only one that didn't require to be led away by the professor, he's just kind of standing there. Well, you weren't weak enough. You were strong enough to
She's
just walk.
so
I'm
strong.
strong.
Fuck, yeah.
Riku notices everybody kind of moving in slowly, like our new friends that just joined us.
Okay. Next. And Alice looks at you and is just like shaking her head. Don't do it. I don't think it's worth it, man.
You don't want to go?
No.
I look around the room and I yell, does anyone else want to go? Okay.
Silence.
So be it.
So be it.
Ugh.
All right, Midas. He offers it to you.
Can I do a perception check or anything to like figure out what it is before I just gobble it up?
Yeah, sure thing. You can make any check you'd like, actually. Which one would you
Any
like to
check.
use?
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah, go for it,
All right.
man.
I wasted my good roll, dude.
Just
God damn it.
rocking and rolling right now. As you take a closer look, strangely enough, the glob is most certainly magical, but it is what is actually inside of it that catches you off guard. You see the tiniest shards of what appears to be gems inside of it.
It looks good.
He'll offer it to you.
All right. No questions asked. I'll take it. Drink it.
All right.
Delicious.
And thus, let us see if you survive, my friend.
I wasted my good roll, though.
The power surges and strikes against your chest immediately, shortening your breath and tearing your organs. Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so that's a skill check, right?
That is a saving throw. That's a separate category.
Boom. Oh.
You fall to a knee, your heart nearly stopping. The power begins to break out through your skin. Blood flows freely and stains the floor beneath. Make for me a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
You hold fast, however, your blood staying more or less inside of your body. The power surges up towards your ears, and you almost feel like there's a scream in the back of your mind. Wisdom saving throw. You focus on the screams. They do not cause you pain, but rather understanding. You hear their whispers, whispers of things that are not, and that are yet to be. D20 plus 7.
So that's slash roll D20 plus.
Okay. The body weakens. You feel yourself scoured against such knowledge, and the threat of madness looms ever closer. You fall backwards. The professor catches you. And now we will see what power awaits. All right. You hear the whispers just at the edge of your head, just barely behind your thoughts, and they do not fade. Click on your token shroud, and you'll see what your soul fire power is.
Soul fire. I think I'm blind. What's it called?
Okay, if you click on your token, you go to your selected window, you'll see a category that says Soul Fire, and the ability is called Lost Whispers. You may succeed at one martial check or similar check once per combat. So, what that means is that during combat, I have this system and method called martial checks and things like that, which allow you to learn about enemy abilities, their intentions, their powers, things like that. This ability allows you to automatically succeed at one such check. Information,
free hit.
Information is very important.
Knowledge is power.
So I'm like a soul whisperer.
Yeah. All right, and you are dragged to the side to recover. And then finally, I sense hesitance in you, girl. Are you sure? Yeah. I'm sure.
Oh, she's gonna be gibbed.
And it is offered towards her. She will reach out slowly, moving her face towards the glob. She will then pull her daggers free and stab the Ember Lord through the chest. Ficane Fisari! Oh! No! Smash! Her head cracks open. Viscera flies out throughout the area. She is killed instantly by the Greater Paladin, but not before the damage is done. Jackson falls to the ground. The globules of his amber blood, his orange, viscous material that he is made of, begins to etch out onto the floor.
Can anyone do anything? Like,
The professor moves quickly to Jackson's side as Maxwell kicks the corpse of Analyst to the side. How did they find us again?
ooh,
All in good time. You need to rest. Professor, is there any... Will he live? I think so. But damnations, I do not have the medicine that I require. What is it that
What
you
is it?
need? One moment.
Riku will mosey on over to Watori and check in on her.
Professor, might the Lord of Glory be in this of assistance in this matter?
Check the body of that whelp. Maybe there's some clue there.
Ari goes over to investigate. Oops.
All right.
There.
As you search the corpse of Analyst, you will find that you do find something. You find orders.
I asked the doctor a question.
Yeah.
Soken. I asked Soken if, as a paladin, I could assist in stabilizing Jackson.
The professor will not respond as he is too deep within what he's trying to do. Maxwell will say, he is beyond the help of our divinity.
I pull out the orders and I read
are you
them.
able to read those?
I don't know what the language they're in.
I think she means because you're blind.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Oh God, can I not read anything that's on paper now?
Talk to me in game.
No. I'm wondering
Oh.
how this works. Can I see anything on the paper?
it's difficult to read as you have only just been given glasses and your eyes are still adjusting, and the person who is supposed to teach you how to use them is currently bleeding out on the floor. But
Yep, of course.
you
Good
are
luck.
you are able to read the orders, however, and they say, Golden Sun. Meet there, infiltrate. Kill if you can. Poison should work. Antidote at base if you need. And then-
Antidote
There's-
at base.
This was all a setup. This person, there's apparently an antidote for whatever ails him. It's poison, and I struggle to read the rest of it, so I hand the rest over to
Poison.
Where's the
Azalea.
antidote?
I start going
At a
through
base.
I start going through Watori's belongings while she's incapacitated on the floor, in case she's an ally.
She stares at you with empty eyes, feeling nothing.
Do I find anything on a person?
You find that she has a journal. You find that she has 10 gold pieces. She has a spell ingredient pouch and a carven signal of a raven.
Can I do a check of some sort, maybe insight, to check out the weaponry? Analysis weapon, thinking that maybe the antidote is in the handle of the base of her weapon.
Oh, you can make a nature check if you want.
Nature, thank you.
Well, what about our drinks? We drank with her, and she mentioned a poison.
You don't find any catches in the blade. However, the poison is very volatile and will not have lasted very long. So perhaps it's in the sheath. As you begin to look further around her body, you could see that there is what appears to be a map hidden in her boot. The map appears to be to an encampment, perhaps to the base that I was talked about.
Maybe we should head here to find the antidote.
An antidote. Yes. Good, good. It seems that you have passed the test of our Ember Lord. And now you must immediately go into his service. We do not know how many more of her kind are nearby. I cannot leave the professor unguarded. Go, find this antidote, and bring it back.
Is Watori unconscious?
Watori is like a vegetable. Jeez.
Okay, so
Empty.
I take her journal and I flick to the last couple of pages to see if she wrote in there anything about her time with Analysis.
You see that nothing is written about Analysis, only of her hopes to finally find a purpose since her mother's death.
Okay, I scribble lol on the last page and I return the journal. No, I'm joking.
All right. Alrighty.
One thing I want to say to Maxwell, you mentioned earlier that our power, our divinity would be of no assistance to Jackson, yet you arm yourself with blasphemy. What do you know of our power?
Now is not the time to have this debate. I will answer whatever contrivances that you have, but the Ember Lord bleeds on the ground. You have been chosen, whether you mean for it or not. Will you help him, as he helped you or not?
I think we should head out now to go find the antidote.
Yeah, I put my spear on my back, and I don't say yes, but I walk towards the door as if to rally the team.
While everyone's distracted, could I really quickly loot this girl for any gold?
10 gold. She's got 10 gold, dude. Go for it.
Can I?
Yeah, you find
check
10 gold.
her belongings.
Yeah, she's got 10 gold. You can just yoink that real quick if you'd like.
Ooh.
She's got a spell.
Oh, she has a pouch as well.
She's got a spell component pouch. Maybe you find some good stuff in there. Nice.
Do I need to roll a check for
Nope,
something
you just take it.
Oh,
All right.
It's yours now.
Dirty thief.
okay.
Yoinkers.
Who grabbed
As
the
I
map? Who picked up the map?
Me.
I think that was Azalea.
Okay.
Azealia.
Azealia, sorry.
Celia.
It's okay.
As I start to see all of the, pillars of light moving towards the door, I follow.
All right, and
I say to Ari, that blade, the blade she used seemed quite potent. Do you have
Wait.
any use of it?
you may run into danger. Annalise, do we have anything to spare? I've got a few potions here. Here you are. And I'll hand these to Riku. You will be handed 2 greater healing potions.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That's all we
Thank
have to
you.
spare, I'm afraid. Now go. Time is of the essence. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So, in a situation where I took the gold in the pouch, do I write that somewhere?
Yeah.
or-
Okay. So you can double click on your token, go to notes,
Okay.
and you'll see a place where. Oh, hold on. Click off your token real quick, and because this is supposed to be filled with your equipment, and that's my bad. I didn't do that this time. Here, give me just a second to track that for you guys real quick. All right. If you double click on your tokens, you can go to notes, which would be the first thing that pops up. And you will see a place that says equipment. That's where you can put the gold that you have. You just put everything that you have under there.
Okay.
So I got
I
10
see.
gold plus spell pouch.
Wait,
Spell
I
pouch,
only
yep.
see notes and GM notes.
Do you not see where it says equipment underneath your notes?
No.
No, it's just a big note block.
I would click off and click back on.
Try
Because you just
clicking.
pasted it in.
Yeah, click off and then click back on.
Okay, I see. Sorry.
Yeah. And that's where you can like track your stuff. Normally that'd be filled up with other stuff, and that's my bad. But you know.
Oh, I still don't have it.
Okay, hold on. All right, now click off and click back on.
There we go. Nice.
Okay. There you go. Now you got your gold. We gathering? We venturing?
Yeah.
I'm gathered.
Yeah.
Gather
All right.
together.
I'm
You-
ready.
We are.
All right, you gather yourselves and you move with a quickened haste towards where the map will lead you. And as you exit the strange manor and make to the road, time is of the essence, for the Ember Lord's life hangs in the balance, which we will discover if you are able to save him next time
Ooh.
on the Herald's Call.
Wow.
Yeah.
As we have reached time.
Wow.
That was awesome. That was so
That's
intense.
awesome.
Next session tomorrow.
No.
Right?
You'll have to wait a week, my
Yeah.
friends.
I'm
I
grinning
really
from
need to know
ear
what
ear.
happens.
Man, I'm
That was so
kicking-
intense.
Cool.
I hope
I
you
kicked
guys.
myself, man.
I hope you
because-
guys
Why?
enjoyed it.
Because
Oh my
I
God.
really did.
I had suspicions about that character, right? Because she was like being shady around the paladin, and I did
That's
think,
true.
oh, I'm gonna look for an opportunity for me to do something to intercept. And then when he said like, oh, he holds out the orange stuff, and then nothing happened for like 10 seconds. For a moment, I thought to myself, should I run over there? Like do an athletics check or something and barge over, like knock her over, and then he went and she stabs him in the face, and I was like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Your intuition was right.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know if he was gonna go, what are you doing? Like she's fine, she's about to drink the thing, so I did
He was
hesitate.
sweating you.
Can he do
Yeah.
stuff like that in the
Yeah.
future?
Oh yeah. If you think
cool.
so, yeah.
So he
you
just
can-
kind of do whatever
yeah.
we want.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, she had given him hints by being all sweaty around him and like really nervous when he sat next to her. She probably thought she was caught. So yeah.
Yeah. You see how it all comes together? Yeah.
In that
yeah.
situation,
That
All
was
right.
your fault.
Hey, I have good news too, because now if we come to the end of the session, it's time for fan art.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. So what I do is I just show it up on my stream. Let me just pop that up
Oh, let me put
Yeah,
your
I'll
stream
head
in.
over.
because it's all in the Discord.
Can we close out the map tools?
Yeah, you can close out now.
Okay.
That's all saved. I don't have to save now.
No. I save everything. It's fine.
Well, I need to see my soul sight one more time. I just have one question about soul sight.
Mhm.
Is it always on? Like it's just
You-
passive constant.
Yeah,
right?
you
You're
can turn it.
blind.
You can turn it on and off. When you turn it on, you're
Okay.
blind to everything else outside of 30 feet, though. So
I was just wondering how that recharge ability worked with it because I was confused if I
well,
needed
that
to be
you don't need to
recharged with my soul
recharge.
sight.
That's for the other people's
Gotcha.
stuff. Yours is
Understood.
passive.
Okay. Yep.
Alrighty then. Hold
Okay,
on.
I'm here.
Give me just a second. I gotta save the campaign. One moment, please.
This was so fun. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
I'm so ready for next Saturday.
Yeah.
So this is a joke. Whenever they saw the name was the Herald's Call, they were like, "Excuse me, campaign's haunted," because they thought you were gonna be bad guys, because that's the whole thing. They thought you were gonna serve the enemy, and they were like, "Oh shit."
Nice.
I mean,
Oh, we
well,
got-
we might be.
We got
Oh,
Alexia fan art. There we go.
Can't be positive.
Aww.
I love it.
Cute with like a 20-foot side.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Cool stuff,
Wait,
though.
how
Dude,
quickly
yeah,
did
now
this
I can
happen?
slam-
Oh,
I can
guys,
slam
so-
my scythe into a ground.
So here's
quick.
the thing about the artists in my community. They're quick. They'll make stuff in the middle of session. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is. We also have shit posters. Here's one. New campaign featuring a bunch of well-known streamers. I sleep, realizing the chairs are properly placed on the grid. Real shit. All right,
Amazing.
here we go. Got our first bit of fan art. Oh, that's awesome. I really like his style, man.
Whoa.
Oh,
Is this
it's
me?
That was
Ari.
really cool.
Ooh.
Yay! Although you got to make the eyes white now.
Yeah,
Dang.
true.
Love it.
Somebody drew me.
It's
You
so
aren't
dope.
ready for what I bring to the table. Chokes on lack of sleep.
Sleep more.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's a true likeness.
Yeah. Say something, goddamn it, silent lady. I don't know who you are.
Nice. Fuck.
Sup, the name's Riku. Riku the Majitali. Majitali specifically named Riku. Riku, that Riku.
Oh, I love
Hey,
that one.
Italian.
That's perfect.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. Next campaign is ready, my lord. Oh.
Oh my god.
And we got ourselves a shit post. All right, feels good.
I like it.
Nice. Yes.
Let's go.
We got Alexia's fan art. Man, they really like that character, man.
Oh,
She's very cute.
Weebs
oh my
in.
god.
Weebs
look at you
in.
go.
Oh, dude,
Flower.
it's Arcyle Sun Spears fan art time. Look at that. Nice.
Love.
Whoa. I love that art
Ooh,
style.
hello.
Me too.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Is that my crowd as well?
Yeah.
Love it.
That's sick.
Dude. Yeah, okay. She was drifting. It's very beginning.
Oh my god.
Rolling up.
I mean, you were like Sonic, just zooming across the
True.
map.
That's so cute too.
Jeez, look at that. Holy.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe how quick this is.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Dang.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's our homie Jackson, huh?
That's cool.
RP walking, anxiety sprinting to the end.
Love it.
Zeta from Cal. With the power of God and dare you about to catch some hands.
That's perfect.
Oh my god. I was kind of like, wait, there's an
That's so
actual
funny.
place named Cow? What is this? I didn't
Swore
see
that's
that on
what
the
you
map.
said. I was like the mooing kind. Like,
Uh-huh.
hey.
I'm not like those other Majitalis.
Oh my god.
No inland chads either.
No inland chat. That destroyed me.
Oh my
That
god.
absolutely destroyed me. Oh my god, dude. It's Midas.
Wow.
Wait, is his face a little
Yeah.
nub?
Yeah. Look how happy I am.
He's so happy. He's so swole, dude.
Oh my god.
Man.
More Alexia fan art.
Oh,
Cute.
Jeez,
no.
Alexia.
These are
you-
insane.
Well, that one-
You are set on artwork.
That one was drawn for me. That was what I was gonna use for like my announcement piece. But
Oh, really?
That's really good.
Gorgeous.
That's awesome.
Actually,
More
this one has
Alexia.
like autumn-like leaves, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
oh, that's sick too.
Ooh, what a pose. Yo, it's
Vines
super
are
Harley
cool.
Quinn.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that.
This is called high level Midas gear. I see what you did there. I also played PUBG.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
I'm late for class. Oh, this
That
one
dude
is
I
totally
like
there.
I love this.
this one is magnificent, dude.
Oh my god, yes.
That's so good.
That's great.
That's some bold words for someone in Inquisition range. This is important NPC giving exposition. They're just like, there's violet furniture in that room. That's all they saw.
Jordan.
Oh my god.
Curious.
No, it was a good question.
This-
It just popped up.
that's funny. So this is another character. This is Strippin's character, and you guys remember one of the campaign options was to do the Darkest Dungeon thing.
Yeah.
This
the
was
guy's
made in
manor.
this was made in case you chose that because it was Strippin's character's manor. It was like
Oh.
yeah,
That's cool.
So it would have been his manor that we would have gone
yeah,
into?
yeah. It would have been his character's manor.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It's all connected.
God, I love that everything connects. It's so cool.
The chest.
Oh.
That-
Oh my god.
That is perfect, dude. Look at that. God, that's so good.
She looks so innocent
Oh.
Why? She was a murderer.
She was a murderer. Oh, hey, what's going on?
Is that me?
Yeah.
That's got to be you. Yeah.
I like it.
More Alexia fan art. Okay.
Ooh.
That's cool. I like the
Very
leaves a
cool.
lot.
I love that art
Me
style.
too.
I
It
is
think it
cool.
looks so cool.
Hey there, it's your boy Midas here. Where's
Me?
my? Yeah, look.
Does he have a
There.
normal sized head this time?
Better progress.
We're getting there.
Your head's getting bigger.
I knew Sanji was gonna draw Riku. Man, it's so sick. Sa, dude.
Dang.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Hey.
That's a really nice drawing too.
That's really
Yeah,
great.
that's
I love
cool.
that. I love that.
How do we
Dr.
get
Mike.
these? How do we see these and like thank the artists and stuff?
Well, most of the time they tweet it out, and I always tell them tweet us, stuff like that, sign your art, all that good stuff. It's also in my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Discord under Stream Fan Art Showcase and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay. I'll be familiar with
This is
that. I'll
all
check it
so
out.
cool.
So here's another thing too. Like, there's so many artists in my Discord. They just dedicate themselves to the fan art. Somebody actually painted you guys approaching the old manor with the hidden door in the well.
What?
Yeah, there
What?
you go. Enjoy
For
that.
real?
Yeah.
That's so
Shut up.
cool.
How? How is that this
Can I
fast?
make that my wallpaper?
Yeah. Like I don't. How?
That's so
Like-
sick.
That is
And we
sick.
thought Zeta was fast. Jeez.
I am merely a warden of the ashes of
That's
the Orange
insane.
Star. Yeah, it was sick, dude. Oh, we got some Riku. Boom. How's it going? I'm Majitali.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's up?
Where
Such
are
a
the
recognizable
mods?
character.
I'm not like the other Majitalians.
Oh yeah.
Read this if I die. Please, in the name of glory, delete my browser.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god. So people are just drawing random versions of Midas because he has no official art. That's pretty sick. I really like that one. Oh,
My nose isn't that big.
Oh man.
I like the little.
Have we
goatee.
forgotten? Wait, Midas still has not given the party his name.
No.
not yet.
That's gonna be a moment.
No, I haven't. I want to work it in.
Yo,
Yeah, I
give me
love
some
it.
of that Jackson juice.
Oh my god.
I took
Oh yeah.
the soul
Didn't you say
fire.
it was like Sunny D?
Sunny D.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it tasted like Tang. That's good.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, thanks. Can I actually get that made?
Yeah.
Can I
as
get
a- as
this?
a real T-shirt.
Ah, yes, glasses for my not eyes.
I was really confused by that. I was like, wait, you're giving me glasses, but you just said I was blind. I didn't quite.
Here, have
okay.
some fresh, here's some free fresh buffs straight from the oven.
Uh,
For
Oh, that's cute.
What,
cute, actually.
what up? It's your boy, Handsome over here.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so good.
What's up,
Jesus.
Riku?
These are really
I
cool.
love.
That's so cool.
Majital, bro.
Got from Majitol, dude.
Whoa.
That was
Hey.
Wait till you see him battle, dude.
Oh my god. All right. You're doing your best on the fly, my lord. My lord is so
Wow.
powerful, he only typoed once. Words. My artists make fun of me. They're like, oh, excellent job, my lord. Whenever I draw anything on the map, they just go, oh, look at that over the marvelous egg, my lord.
Wow.
Wow.
Flower.
Wow.
Flower.
In her
Wow.
journal. Oh, get fucked, idiot.
That's good.
DM.
Oh man.
More. Oh, this Alexia fan art is sick.
Whoa.
Oh man. Looks like a She-Ra
Wait, I
character
have a
actually.
scar now? My nose.
It's kind of
Cool.
cute though.
Yeah, it is kind of cute.
Whoa, that's sick.
Whoa.
Yo.
That is that what the flaming feet? Is that what you had envisioned?
Yeah,
Arcadum?
yeah,
Oh my god, that's so cool. I was kind of trying to picture it.
So that's Jackson.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
Jackson's true
And that's
form.
what
And
he
she
would
can,
look
Cool.
like to me.
yeah,
That's really cool.
it's awesome.
But he would have and then yeah, he had that like sort of smile to his face, right?
Yeah.
The proportions of the bodies and
That's not
everything
what
are
I
so
imagine.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
had to say, when you described him to me, I felt pity for him.
Yeah,
Like I get he's all powerful and everything, but I felt pity.
yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's
he-
Midas. Ah, I am flame and death.
That's how I will envision him for the rest of the
Yep.
game.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
like a
That's
baby
it.
Balrog.
But I still feel like his eyes should be crosshairs.
No shit.
Oh.
Oh, dude, we got another
wow,
one.
That's actually like drawn.
Yo.
Wow, yeah,
I
that's
would
like
Whoa.
That's Jackson.
Is that Jackson?
Jackson?
Again?
that's
Yeah.
That's
Jackson.
sick.
That's so cool.
That's really
Kinda
cool.
hot.
Yeah, I like how it
The-
has the burns.
Yeah, the burns and the scars on
I
his
was
body.
thinking more like a David Hasselhoff kind
Didn't he have
of, you
one
know,
missing
very
arm, or
worn
am I
face.
misremembering?
Good job,
I don't
guys.
know.
You guys did it. You guys.
Oh my
Oh.
Nice.
I would do it in 3
Yeah,
hours.
we're gonna have to update my character art for next week for
Man,
sure.
I can't
Sanji
wait to like
drew Alexia.
design one out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow, it
That's
looks
pretty.
so nice.
Mad Guy drew Alexia. Man, she's gotten a lot of fan art. Whoa, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, that's sick.
Wow.
She
I
for
think it's 'cause I
she
have
for
an
sure
ooh
protects
girl.
like the east wing of a castle by herself. Like doesn't need anyone's help. Like she's just so sick.
Yep. I feel like that scythe has its own area code.
Man.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
She's good.
Don't say that. Oh, this is all of you. Math Reds does really good faces.
Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
That's the first. That's like the true like group photo. That's the first official group photo of this
Yeah.
campaign.
Love it.
We need you
I
guys
look
to
like
go.
Harry Potter. What the
You look
hell?
like Hermione and an elf at the same time.
We need you guys to go save the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I feel like we should all just be like, okay.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Traditional media.
Oh, is that my vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be you.
Cool.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah, with this sort of souls behind me. Crazy.
Have you seen Shen, have you seen the Ben Affleck Daredevil?
No, I've only
Like,
seen his TV series.
Oh yeah, like back it was like the 2003, 2004 version or something. Like, that's kind of what I imagine your vision to look like. If you ever want to like go YouTube it. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yep.
Is that the way it's like all blue, and whenever something makes a sound, it makes a ripple or something?
Yeah.
Like sonar.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that will conclude the first session of the Herald's Call. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Dude, clap
We
for
loved
Chet! Arcadum, you're a
Amazing,
god,
thank you.
man.
Peace.
You're an
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
god.
I
did a
can't
great
believe I
job.
got it done in 6 days. We
I
got
can't
there.
believe that.
Unbelievable.
fast.
Insane, dude.
So did you make the whole thing in
Yeah.
6 days?
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Wild.
Yeah.
including the maps you
While-
haven't
while-
seen yet.
While
Well,
doing your
my
other
map
games,
maker
right?
did, but yeah.
Jesus, dude. Your brain.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I had help,
I'm
like
so
summer
hyped.
major tokens to take some time off for me, and I have a map maker that makes the maps for me. But yeah, there's a lot of planning and delegation and practice and all that. But yeah, I got it
incredible.
done. We got it
We
done.
appreciate it, dude. You're a legend.
Yeah.
Hey, no
Yeah,
problem.
this
I'm
is
just,
so much fun. I cannot wait to see where it goes from here.
I'm just glad you guys had a
Absolutely.
good time, man. Especially for those of you that have never played before. Welcome to D&D.
Yeah, this is an
Yay.
amazing first episode ever.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was super
Yeah,
fun.
very intense.
Not die
I think
later.
it was a little overwhelming at first, but like Arcadum, you made it so much easier. So thank you for helping us so much. This was like a really fun experience.
No problem. Happy to be here. And I'll see you guys next week. Unfortunately,
great.
I must now prepare for my next game.